Hey, yo. Hey, yo. Elizabeth, welcome back. Welcome back to the promised land. This guy. Vegito. Yes, I did, Vegito. I got your back, bro. I got your back. Oh, man. We got a bunch of stuff to discover. A bunch of stuff to go through. A bunch of stuff to try to figure out. Let me move over here. There we go. Speaking of 300 Club, got to recognize our boys, our crew, if you will. I am your host today, War Daddy Chatsky. Trying to bring you as much content as possible today was off the freaking charts. Yes, Venom, I'm cooking, bro. Good to see everybody in here. Hey, yo. Skull, good to see you. Giordano, good to see you. Imp was not meta enough, according to Lilith. Oh, here we go. Burn Ruz, yep, I'm in with that one. FLX, good to see you, man. Jonathan, good to see you. Oh, fires it off with a question. Like, can't even say hi first. Just like, you give me the answers I want. I want the answers. Give them to me. Oh, you guys are awesome, man. Thanks for jumping in. Thanks for hanging out with us. Let me go ahead and get our music right here. Appreciate our 300 Club guys. We got some new ones. We got a lot of them now. We're over 35 now. Oh, man. I just know this because I'm doing the count reviews like crazy. So what happened in the game? I miss anything? Oh, I hope everybody saw my video I did. Kind of just a first look at the Commanders. They look like a lot of fun. Billick bringing his boys in. Oh, my guy. Billick is my guy. He's cooking, bro. He is cooking. He's got a great... Billick has a great gym video you need to go check out. It's somewhere up in my Discord. Somebody posted it. Like, typically my Discord is not for like YouTube posts, you know? I don't do that in my general chat on my Discord. But when Billick puts something out, I will definitely tell people to go see Billick's video. He's my boy, my guy. Super smart. Love him. Appreciate him. Sean, thank you for the 5 gifted. Appreciate you, buddy. Whoo! Go. Let's bring up the chat here. Yeah, Billick is awesome. He's awesome. Fun-loving guy. Great. A lot of fun. We got a lot of stuff to cover and talk about. Oh, look at this AP bar. I can't handle it. I need to join a rally somewhere. Something's going on. Oh, I got one right here. Right here. I'll just go right here. Good to see everybody. Thank you, everybody, for jumping in. I figured we'd fire this thing off. We got a lot to talk about, a lot of screenshots to go through. It's going to get wild. Let's get to 100 likes today. Easy. That's easy clap. 100 likes. Barra, good to see you. I see your rally going. I got your back, bro. Does your icon look like you? Not necessarily. I've got more brown hair than black. I've also got green eyes. I do not have blue eyes. But this is the persona. This is the alter ego, right? Now, the term War Daddy came from my old football playing days. That was kind of my nickname. And so we always said that in football. You know, this guy's a freaking War Daddy. Like, I don't know. It was always something kind of cool. And then the movie came out called Fury. That's about a tank commander in World War II. Brad Pitt played that part, and his nickname was War Daddy. And that's where that kind of came from. Rug, I'm glad I gifted you a membership to Billick's channel, by the way. I think you might owe him an apology, Rug. That's much better, Jonathan. Happy Saturday to you, bro. Crazy one. Good to see you. Where did I play? Well, that's kind of personal. I played all over the place. I say all over the place. Honestly, I played for one college and one NFL team. Just a short, brief stint. But I got to do all the things. See how it is. I was definitely not anybody super popular. This guy. Do you think the Garrison commander will pair with Gorgo? I think we're going to talk about all that. We're going to talk about all of it. Where's my guy here? I'm supposed to get in here. Let me tell my guy. I think we might get a little presents from Crix today. Crix is kind of my guy that when new stuff releases, he and I we turn like streams into like kitchen cooking sessions. We start looking at stuff, trying to figure stuff out. Chatsky Brady? No, definitely not. I got my ass kicked by Brady a couple times. Okay. Do you think I had to get corrected on something? Let's first of all, before we get into all this, I do need to come correct on a couple of things. Number one, hold on. Let me just kind of run through his skills real quick. But this guy, Tokugawa, I need to say his last name correctly. Like this guy's apparently a very, very big deal. I'm going to tell you guys what my boy Vegito sent me. Mad respect, obviously, for the Japanese culture. And apparently this guy was the real deal. So from what he says, I have to pronounce this right. It's pronounced Iyayasu. Did I say that right, Vegito? Iyayasu? Yo, good to see you, Quacks. I love the look at it. He looks like a guy I want to party with, personally. Oh, my gosh. The Takagawa family, obviously, that family name is extremely important in Japanese culture and history. Ieyasu is his last name, but that technically is his first name in Japanese, in the Japanese surname order, if you will. He's very, very important. He was the first shogun of Japan. Like, crazy. And the third person to actually unify Japan. That's really, really cool. Ieyasu. Ieyasu. Okay, I got it. Oh, I love it. Let's read about him real quick. Well, he was later on, right? Vegito, you're Japanese, right? Was this like after the era of the samurai? Like when you hit into the 1600s, was the samurai kind of dying off by then? You were getting more, modern day fighting, gunpowder, guns, and firearms and things like that? Chesky trying to get canceled? No, bro. Kina streaming? Oh, man. I shouldn't have streamed then. It's my guy. He's my new king. He's my guy. Oh, go over there and tell him to stream for a long time, Quacks. And tell him I'll send a bunch of people over to him when I get done. Ooh. Is that pronounced Meiji era? During the Meiji? Or Magi? Magi. During the Magi. High damage factor. Yeah, we got all kinds of stuff to talk about with these guys. All kinds of stuff. It's going to get wild. Do you guys want to talk about that first? We got other updates going on. And so people who understand about the game and what we're doing. Okay. We have the Dubai meetup going on. It was today. And a bunch of friends of mine went over there. A bunch of really cool people that are from that area. We're hosting a bunch of friends. Cortex was over there. Appo was over there. I think MF went over there. Kind of an old retired player. Matt Phantom went over there as well. Oh, really, really cool to watch that kind of stuff and the new updates they put out. So we got to talk about all that stuff. But first, let's go through this, shall we? You guys feel pretty good about this? We'll go back here to the beginning. And I got to correct one skill from the video that I kind of missed a little bit. But I think this guy's name is actually pronounced Bai Chi. Is that right? Tomorrow, you're going to migrate to 2293. Let's go. Come on in. I'm going to bounce this account, but I'm bringing my second account in. So it'll be fun. Fan-shaped AoE is nice. Yeah, Quacks, he's got to be doing the same thing. If you guys are jumping into the stream, throw a like on here. We'll do some member gifting. We're going to have fun today. We're going to talk about all this fun stuff today. A lot of yapping. A lot of yapping going on. And, okay, so should I read this? He was a renowned general and strategist during China's Warring States period, and one of the most important figures in the rise of the Qing dynasty. He was a man known for both supreme military acumen and utter ruthlessness. Oh, I'm in on that. He's got a little con to him. For he was willing to do whatever it took to bring the Qin dynasty greatness. His conquest turned the Qin into the unquestionable hegemon of China, laying the groundwork for its future unification of the 7 warring states. Let's go. This guy. Bai Qi. Okay, got it. Let's go with BQ. He's BQ to me. Qin dynasty? Qin? Yeah, it is Qin. That would make sense. Everyone thinks 400k sevs for his expertise is too high. Well, okay, that's a great. Before we get into that, okay, that's a great question. Let me just pull something up here. Come over here to some saved reports. Okay, these are a bunch of. Okay, here's in the field. 400k sev wounds. That, I mean, I'm doing. Let's look at a higher one. Like, yeah, that's 400k sev wounds. There must be something wrong there. Because this particular March, my Attila Phillip I roll out there, 3.6 million kill points, tons of kills, tons of sevs, and nowhere close to 400k sevs. So I don't know if that's got to be something different. Maybe 40k sevs. The Qin dynasty. There we go, Jackie. By key. Oh, okay. Tomorrow I got KVK and 3321. I do. I don't know what we're going to be doing in that zone yet. His malice is OP. But yeah, the 400K, I don't know how that's going to work. They're going to have to try to figure that one out. So just so we're all on the same page, if you're in the field, like I was literally in the field fighting for a good 2 or 3 minutes straight. And did I run this thing all the way down? I didn't even run it all the way down, but I fought for a ton of time. And I couldn't get anywhere close to 400k 7 wounds. That's way too high. Yeah, it's going to be way too high. That's just way too high. There's no... Let me see here. Look at that. This is the baddest march on the planet with Attila Luce. Oh, Attila, new guy. Oh, I can't wait for that. But this is running up 5.7 million kill points, and I'm not even getting to 400k sevs. So that's just there's something wrong there. Otherwise, that's obsolete. Okay, so let's bring this back up. We'll talk about this. Maybe 400 kill points, yeah, or 40k sevs sounds much more, or maybe 4k sevs. I have no idea. Yeah, new KVK will have 50% speed ups coming back. I'm in on that. Give it to me. We might have to talk through that because I don't know if that's like a weekend thing that happens or what. What happens with that? Attila with the new guy. Oh, you know it. You know it. You freaking know it. You want to load up Attila for this? Woo! That'll be fun. Oh my gosh, that'll be so much fun. I will 100% in an Artifact KVK run Huo Joan. I'll run Arthur with William. I'll run Attila either with Luce or this guy. Then I'll go over and run freaking Luce and Alex or Philip Luce with Ragnar Skippy. There's all kinds of things. All kinds of things. So, let's look at this though. The history he executed 400,000 surrendered enemies. Well, then why would they surrender? If you're just going to get executed. That's why you never surrender. You're going to have to kill me. You're going to kill me anyway, so I might as well go down swinging at somebody. Next Chad will try to say Attila was siege commander. Hey, listen, if I have not been spot on my Attila stuff, just tell me. I'll quit predicting the right stuff. Oh, BQ Phillip, that might look broken. Oh, man. Seems fun, but even with the weekend mini KVK, that's going to hinder recoveries for KVK. Yeah, that's true. I guess if you're in a situation where you know, you got a ton of speed ups. Your kingdom says, hey, we're going to do 2 or 3 skips. You're like, what the hell? I might as well just go fight a KVK this weekend. I mean, how many speed ups can you blast through in a weekend? Like, I don't know, 700 days maybe? So if you got that just lying around, you can go fight a KVK. Go have fun with it. Yeah, I mean, Vegito, that's right. Like, if you're executing surrendered people, like, there's no fun in that. Like, I understand the mechanics of that. Like, we can't feed these people. We have nothing to do with these people. We want them exterminated anyways. They've completely gone against us. They betrayed us. Just kill them. Okay, well, that doesn't need to be a, you know, they don't need to surrender to you. Let me ask you this. If you knew, if you're in the military and you knew the city that's being under siege was going to be, you know, your city was going to be taken and you would be captured, would you surrender knowing you were going to get executed? I wouldn't surrender. I'd be throwing swords and knives at them and coming through the front door. I'd be throwing kitchen knives and forks. I'd be throwing portraits of mother-in-laws. I've been doing all kinds of stuff. Get away from me! No! I'm going to make you kill me. Well, that's a war crime now. It is 100% a war crime now. Can't just kill surrendered people. Can't do that. But his main skill, 2400 damage factor. You know, Luce is off the charts with 2250. Now, Luce does have the slow effect to his, which I love. But this guy just creeps up a little bit more than Luce. Okay, that works. Each target that's hit, there is a 30% chance that target takes 15% extra damage. Okay, extra damage. I don't know if that's additional damage or just 15% extra damage from the initial red numbers. So, hey, yeah, we don't have to get into politics here. I don't even have any mods anymore. I swear. Like, Evergreen doesn't get on anymore. You know. Oh, I'm here for the imp glazing. Yes, moles. Muelas. We are going over it. We're going over BQ. Let's go. BQ just makes me hungry. I mean, a little barbecue. Let's go. Let heaven and earth grieve. Okay, this dude's not messing around. 2400 smite damage, fan shape, 5 target AoE. We'll have to see how deep the depth of that fan shape is and just how wide it is. Is this like a small Mehmed cone, or is this as wide as Luce's, or is this they would say a half moon or 180 degree if it was that. Yeah, it's pretty much, Kevin, it's pretty much guaranteed. I mean, odds are if you hit 5 targets, one of them is going to take a 15% extra damage. So, we're not going to know that, Jonathan, as far as who to invest in, who's going to be more important. $55 likes, let's go. It's half circle. Ooh, how do you know this? Was there some video from the meetup? Half circle would be awesome. Oh. Half circle? Yeah. Appo's doing videos from Dubai. I love it. Oh, I love it. Oh. Okay, you go to his second skill. Basically a stat stick. We like the March speed, right? March speed's great. Got to have that for infantry. I wish the health was a little higher, but 10% health, 40% attack. Okay. That's kind of underwhelming. Like if it was like 20, 20, and 20, I would feel better about that. 100% better about that. But 20% March speed, 10% health, 40% attack. I give that like a C+. I give the active skill kind of a S tier. I mean, that's insane. Okay. Third skill. I had this kind of reversed in my video. You're going to keep LC Phillip and then have to see. Oh, yeah. Well, Moles, that's the thing. I mean, between Wallace, LC, Phillip, and then BQ, whichever mix and match you're going to run, those, I mean, if you're heavy on infantry, those are the 4 you're running in 2 different marches. 100%. Can you imagine like running BQ primary to William Wallace and William Wallace's third skill goes off? You guys remember that? I mean, it's great with Luce. That's why I love it so much. But now all of a sudden it's even more. Where is that thing? Damage factor greater than 1,000. There's an 80% chance that damage will be increased by 40%. Hey! That is a boom! Oh. Please show us how many KP are in SIP? What? You guys are derailing me. You're gonna give me like some squirrel moments. Where are we? I don't even know. Alliance kills, we're over 1 trillion. Yeah, it's all right. Not bad. AC, whatever. Whatever. Okay, back to his skills. Okay, third skill. Now, this is where it gets a little bit crazy, okay? Because I kind of had this backwards, all right? So you get the Malice effect when you first enter combat. So you got 10 stacks, right? And then for every active skill, now it doesn't say his active skill, so I'm going to assume that's every active skill you run, you're going to load up stacks. So after going through 2 active skills, and think about a murder ball, you're back and forth, you'll do 5, 6, 8, 10 active skills, no problem. So you're running the Malice stacks up pretty high. So after 2 active skills with the first 10 that you get entering combat, that runs the Malice up to 50%. Well, if you're focusing down an enemy and that enemy HP, or basically their troop, gets under 50%, then you're hitting this. And you got to think of it like this. Like once you're hitting marches like that, and once you roll up the stacks, you got to think of it this way. If you stay in combat long enough, and in murder ball fights you do, you're going to roll these stacks up over 100. So basically every enemy you hit, you're going to be able to do a 300 damage factor every other second. I mean, and then once you kind of dip below that, you know, because you're burning up the Malice stacks, then the next skill cycle, you're going to hit 2 skill cycles and you're going to stack 20 more Malice on there, and then boom, let go of one of those and hit 300. I think this is a red number craziness. That's what I think this is. That's what I think this is. Giordano, you think, oh, we're not going to say meta today. Meta is a bad word. We're not going to say that. LC Phillip with BQ William Wallace. Yeah, we can see something like that. The Malice effect is anti-cheeseburger. It's hard because you have to be in combat a bit to load up the Malice stacks, bro. It's like really hard. And if people are cheeseburgering you when you're in combat and your rage is loaded, they're going to get crushed anyways. So I don't necessarily think it's an anti-cheeseburger. Maybe it is, but you think it's worth running the set pants and chest now for the attack stats bonus to smite damage, and still worth Hope Cloak and Eternal Night defense stats? Ooh. I don't know. What do you think, Moles? What do you think? You can run up a lot of attack, bro. Like a lot. Between the 6-piece set and the bonus set and the chest and the greaves, I mean, you roll up attack pretty high. I hate using the word meta. I hate it because it's just like meta, right? Oh, it's meta. That's meta. This is meta. Whatever's meta. And it's just like, bro. So every skill cycle you can do 300 damage factor twice. Technically, yes, but you got to load the stacks up. And that's immediately going to start peeling off pretty quick. But yes, I think it's something like that. You're going to YOLO it and get a set pants and chest. War Daddy is 14 billion kill points in KVK 3. A lot? Yeah, that's a ton. That's a lot. It's a lot for an OG KVK 3 account. I mean, if people migrate back to KVK 3, it's whatever. I mean, it could be anybody. Balanced or seal skin? Oh, that's a whole nother question. Might even keep the full set together for the extra 5% attack. That's what I'm saying, Moles. Like, let's go. So much attack. But I think the Malice thing will be great. I also think the hidden factor there, damage is great. 300 damage is great to the target. That's awesome. But the hidden skill there is the 20% bonus to rage recovery for that 1 second. Because if you're hitting a bunch of those Malices, you know, if you go through 10 seconds of a turn and you hit the Malice 4 times, I mean, you're basically increasing rage just under 10%, averaged out. So That can be really, really good. So I like that skill a lot. I give this skill kind of an A-. If we can get the malice stuff figured out, it might be an A+ or an S-. We'll see. We'll see. We'll go to his fourth skill. Yo, good to see you, Bluetooth. All right. Martial culture. God, this guy was beat just by the name of his skills. He was all military all the time. 45 rage each time to target from the smite tree. Yeah, no, that's good. There's all kinds of stuff we're going to have to look forward to with this. Chase, we'll get into the Garrison stuff here in a bit, buddy. Whole lot of excited about. There's a whole lot to be excited. Oh, God. I'm telling you. I am telling you. Okay. Martial culture. The commander's troop deal 10% more normal damage. That's great. That's like 10% all damage. And I love ramping up more normal damage anywhere I can, because if you run that with Fearless on the Arch, that just boosts all your normal damage. But people are going to try Pincer. We're going to try everything with this guy. 10 stacks of Malice upon entering combat. Okay, so you get those 10 stacks. 10 stacks of Malice, every 10% unit it loses. Okay, so you're getting 10 stacks of Malice for active skills. You're getting 10 stacks when you enter combat. You're getting 10 stacks for every 10% of troops you lose. I mean, you're going to run the Malice up pretty high. You're going to run that up pretty high, but you still got to be in combat for a little bit. That's why I think maybe the anti-cheeseburger isn't necessarily what that's all about. A 5% bonus to smite damage dealt, up to 30% for every 10% of units that are missing. So that, in essence, is like a Honda skill, right? So if you come over here to Honda, where's my guy? I always really, really liked his fourth skill. So for every 8% of units you lose, 5% if the troop contains two different unit types, their troop deals 5% more skill damage. So you run that up to 60% when you're like half health, which is really, really good. That was always the one thing I really liked about Honda. It was the one thing that I thought kind of made him okay, because you could run it down and still do a lot of damage. You could go put him behind Boudica, or you could go put him behind Guan or CPO. I mean, we did all kinds of stuff with him. So I think that's a part of that with this fourth skill. You're bonusing the smite damage up to 30% for every 10% of units missing. So it's the same kind of mechanic. And then the expertise, blood upon blood. God, this guy was gory. If this commander's troops is on the map after severely wounding 400,000 enemy units, it gains 5% bonus to normal damage dealt. I don't really know. Number one, 5% more normal damage is like whatever. I mean, okay. You're already ramping up so much normal damage anyways. And then you're never going to get to 400,000 severance. Like, you're never getting there. That's not happening. I mean, it might happen in a siege tower that sits there in pew-pews for about an hour. Yash, good to see you, buddy. You hope archers will have some love. They need it, because right now, I would not suggest running more than one archer march. Not with this guy coming. I mean, if you had unlimited, it's 3 cavs, 3 infantry, 1 archer. I mean, we're over here dividing up, 4 like really good commanders. And between BQ, Luce, Philip, that's like 3 instant, extreme priority commanders. And then if you have William Wallace. So we're dividing up for 2 infantry marches. And that doesn't even count the Ragnar CPO you're running. Ragnar is insane. Like, I mean, it is a great time to be cavalry and infantry right now. I mean, we're over here trying to figure out 2 archer marches, and we got to use Philip to do it. With infantry, we're trying to figure out how to use Philip to use 3 infantry marches, not 2. It's wild. Low-key wonder if Leonidas would do good with this guy. Ooh, run it down. You want to run it down? Ramp up the damage? Ooh. Leonidas and those all damage stacks. Ooh, okay. I see what you're doing, Moles. I see what you're doing. We're going to bring Leonidas back. Okay, the second part of that expertise, when reduced to 50% units remaining, it deals 60% more damage. It takes 30% less damage for 6 seconds. I think that's wonderful. That's great. Just about every time you send him out, you're probably going to get this if you go do it right. Warwick, good to see you. Thank you for the super chat, buddy. Can I send you a vid on how I barb all day for 100 AP? Yeah. I mean, if you want to send me a PM, go ahead. 3 inf bench archers. I think that's what we're looking at right now. I mean, you just got like 2 bona fide archer field commanders. And that's it. Shajar is awful. Ash is a rally commander. And I love Ash. I think Ash is great in the field. But he is a rally commander. And outside of that, you're looking at Nebu and YSG. Like, well, okay. What are we dealing with here? To go along with the skill that we just talked about, if you reduce to 15% of units, you deal 100% more damage, take 50% less damage for the next 6 seconds. It's going to be hard to get this guy down. This guy has got Canyon written all over him. Him and Constantine, woo! I mean, you're going to load that all damage mitigation up pretty quick if you go put him off lane in the tank. So, this effect triggers every hour. Yeah, you don't need to get in that. Basically, every time you walk out of your city, that's gonna go. What's up, Spartans? Good to see you, Josh. Ghost. Ghost, my guy. He hoodwinked everybody in the Alliance last night. Sent a nice long message about how it's been a great run and look forward to seeing what everybody does in the future. And he said, I'm just kidding. I'm not going anywhere. Dylan, yo. Good to see you, man. Philip Jajar, just to boost smite and combo. I mean, yeah. I mean, I guess you can do that. I like the Shajar skill that enhances normal damage. And now that we're using more smite and more combo, I mean, you can kind of use that, but is that what we're really doing? We're just purely running buffing marches? I don't want to do that. I know it's too early to ask, but you think a better investment, Rag or this new commander? I have no idea, bro. But this new commander looks pretty insane. Does this now make Herman obsolete now? Only 2 out of 5 marches have potential to do skill damage. I don't know. I think Herman's still there, because if you're running Ragnar Skippy, you're running Huo Joan, okay? Or a lot of people are running Huo Arthur and like Nevsky Jones still. I think there's still a lot of skill damage commanders out there. So I think the Herman stacks, but every new smite or combo commander that gets thrown in here yet definitely devalues Herman. It definitely does.
Yo.
Oh, this guy. I miss you. What are you doing? Yo. Ghost, thank you for the 5 gifted, buddy. I think you felt guilty. Ghost felt guilty, Crix.
About what?
I don't know. He talked to me last night, and I'm like, bro, I haven't even seen you since before KVK. Who are you?
Who's Ghost?
Ghostly God.
I'm trying. That's what I'm saying. I haven't seen him.
Who's that guy? I think he felt guilty. Here, let me just gift Chad some memberships. Yo. How are you, man? Good? You enjoying some off season?
Yeah. You know.
Were you cooking on some of this stuff yet?
I looked at it.
You looked at it? What'd you think? Okay, right. To give you the context, we're talking about the BQ guy now. The Bai Chi guy.
Oh, I didn't look at the names at all. I just was reading skills.
The open field guy.
Garrison.
The field guy.
All right. Let me pull up the field guy.
Now, the malice stuff is...
Yeah, it seems suspicious, man. I don't know about that stuff.
It does. Now, if it works kind of how it's supposed to, and you're racking up malice stacks, and you're spinning 10 stacks to give 300 damage and give it a little rage boost for a second, I mean... But
honestly, I was trying to read that skill, and I had just woken up and was like, I can't read this right now. I need to actually read it.
Well, the active skill, 2,400 damage factor, and it's confirmed. Apo had it on his video. That's a half moon, 180 degree fan hitting 5 targets.
It's an Ethel?
It's like an Ethel or a Honda.
That's pretty good.
That's really good, bro. I mean, second skill, second skill is a bit of a stat stick. You know, I'd give it about a B- rating for a stat stick. I'd rather have 20, 20, and 20. That would be great. But, take 10 health, whatever.
I think it's fine. And 20 march speed is the main.
Can you think of that march, though? If you're running one infantry march out there and you run Luce with this guy, how much damage that is?
Yeah, that's some damage.
You
I
think?
mean, he's definitely way better than Wallace. There's no doubt about that.
This guy. Oh.
Wallace is permanently retired. That's what I'm seeing right now.
No. Well, everybody's different. And I run that leadership infantry stuff. So I'm going to run 3 infantry marches. And I'm going to put either Luce or this BQ guy behind Philip and maybe run Wallace with this new guy. I don't know. Man, Wallace's third skill of his smite damage increase to 40% that's really good, man. That's what makes that Wallace Luce like busted. Wallace Luce is great. It is great.
Hey, instead of 40% normal damage, you could just do 40% all damage and use Philip.
That's true. Of course it is. Of course it is.
Commander that is.
We go to his third skill. That's the malice stuff. And so basically you got to be in combat a little bit. You get 10 stacks for every 10% of troops you lose. That's on a later skill. You get 10 stacks when you enter combat. You get 10 stacks for every active skill you run. So after a couple of cycles, you run your malice up. And then you, depending on who you're targeting, you just start firing that stuff off. And so I think it's kind of a cool little component. If you got the malice stacks up to 70, 80, 90 stacks and you go hit a target that's at half health, I mean, you're gonna fire that thing off 1 second and then cool down for 1 second, fire it off again and cool down and fire it off again. So
smite damage bonus.
10% bonus to sev wounds inflicted. I like that a lot.
This malice stuff is kind of weird, in my opinion. Like, Subutai has a similar mechanic, right? Where he stacks up some normal damage. But in this case, you're stacking up smite damage, which is just plainly worse.
You're stacking up, I guess you call it procced smite damage.
Yeah, I guess.
But you're not stacking the smite damage. You're stacking the malice, and then basically you're spending 10 malice to deal 1 second of smite. And a 1 second cooldown, and if you have more malice stacks than the HP percentage of the target, you go spend another 10 malice stacks. Cooldown 1 second, then you go spend another. So, I mean, if you're hitting a low march and your malice stacks are up to 70 or 80%, you're literally going to fire that off, 3 out of 5 seconds. So 900 damage factor in just red numbers for 5 seconds. Plus you're getting a 20% bonus 3 out of those 5 seconds. I mean, I think that we'll have to see. I think that could be good.
I just don't like when commanders have missing every 10% of missing troops. Like, this just feels to me like it's a rally skill, but this guy is definitely not a rally. You got that bonus to smite damage thing. Like, it's very awkward. I don't know.
It's
the first skill is so good that
it might not matter.
It doesn't matter really what the rest of his kit is.
This is a little bit interesting. The fourth skill is kind of weird. It just confirms you get 10% more normal damage, which is fine. And then you get 10 stacks of malice upon entering combat, 10 stacks of malice for every 10% of units you lose. Okay, these are just malice components here. You get a 5% bonus to smite damage dealt, up to 30% for every 10% of units that you're missing. So that's kind of a Honda skill, right? We reviewed that a little bit. You remember Honda, for every 8% or 5% of troops you lose, you get skill damage ramped up to 60%. Remember that? That's like what made Honda kind of okay. So
yeah, it's just these two skills. It's just so awkward. They want you to be missing troops. It's like, okay, I'm down. I'm red bar. I have like infinite all damage, infinite normal damage, but I have no troops to do damage.
No troops to do damage with. Well, the expertise fits right in line with that, and that's when you hit 50% of your units remaining, you deal 60% more damage, 30% less damage for the next 6 seconds. And it does the same thing at 15% units remaining. You don't have any troops left to do any damage. But you do get 100% more normal damage, or more damage, and 50% less damage. You know what that's great for? Off-lane canyon with Constantine.
This commander's troop is attacking a troop on the map. This commander's troop is on the map when attacking field troops. Just very weird conditions on this guy. He might be able to garrison.
That's what I think a lot of people are trying to figure out, is if this guy can be a garrison, and that's what we're gonna test and cook on it.
You lose the 4th skill, right?
Yeah, but it clearly states that when attacking the field troops, yes, you lose the 4th skill. Now, the 4th skill, you do get 10% more normal damage. I mean, I just straight up. That's an independent statement.
Right.
Now, the malice stuff, when you're attacking troops, so you just get that stuff away. But here's what's interesting about the expertise. And hold on, let me read this question. How do the 10% bonus serve works? So sevs work. I think for that particular, hold on. Okay, when you do this, when you actually do the malice spending smite, you do an extra 10% bonus to the sev wounds inflicted for that 1 second that happens, which is kind of okay, but it's kind of like whatever. I think it's kind of whatever. Garrison or rally, it is weird. Yeah, it is. It is. Now, the expertise, Crix,
and swarming too is another thing.
Yes, I think it's a lot like Arthur in that sense. Probably in swarming, he's going to be like Arthur. He does so much damage that you just use him for swarming just because he's there, and you can use him even though you're dropping off a bunch of skills. But this guy's amazing you think it will be amazing in a duel? Bro, he's going to be amazing in the field. I mean, 180-degree fan doing 2,400 damage factor to 5 troops. I mean, yeah.
I wish they would not do rage gain speed bonus and do flat rage. It's just such a weird mechanic.
Like give us 25 rage or give us 50 rage or whatever.
Yeah, because I feel like it's not really understood exactly how that works. When does that come in? Like, when is that? Is that at the end? Is that, like where does that one happen? I don't actually know where that.
Now, on the expertise, Dylan here is saying I'd see less than 5% of all reports getting 400k sevs inflicted. No, you're not going to get 400k, bro. 5%, I'd say, yeah, less than, yes, you're right, actually. Like, I just pulled up one of my Attila, Luce reports where I did like 6 million kill points, and I did like 320,000 sevs. So you're never getting the 400,000 sevs. That's never happening.
It's like very. There's a lot of weird conditions on this commander, but the first skill is so good that
it might not matter.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's go to the next guy. Let's go to the Garrison. Okay.
I mean, that debuff is also insane, by the way, out of this active skill.
Wait a minute. What are you talking about? On his?
Each target has a 30% chance to take 15% extra damage.
Yeah.
I mean,
oh. So the info boys are jumping around happy, says Ray. Something like that. Yeah. You're going to get excited. Like, this is the time to not be an Archer player. Evergreen is crying right now.
I mean, it's
scuffed, bro. I mean,
CY is insane, but
you can legit run 3 cavs, not bat an eye. You can legit run 3 infantry and not bat an eye. And we're trying to pull Philip over with Ash to run 2 Archer marches. So the Archers, I mean, they better be crazy when they come out. Let's go hit the like button, y'all. If you haven't subscribed, consider doing so. It doesn't cost you anything. I can't scrap my Archer set. Can't do it. But, Crix, this is what I want to cook with y'all, man. Here's the Garrison. Mm-hmm. And personally, I think he looks like a guy that could you can party with pretty good. But I did get a history lesson from Vegito.
Mm-hmm.
And he told me how to pronounce his first name. The Takagawa last name, or surname, if you will, is pretty prevalent in Japanese lore history. And apparently this guy he's very important in Japanese history. He was the first shogun of Japan and the third person to actually unify Japan. So pretty cool stuff here. Pretty cool stuff. Wait. Who just jumped in here? Polar Bear? Are you melting out there?
There he is.
Are you melting out there?
Are you streaming?
I'm streaming.
Yes, he's streaming.
Polar Bear!
Oh, okay. What's up?
What are you doing? Are you surviving?
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, we got you.
All right.
Everybody's
Yeah, I'm
excited.
okay.
Everybody knows you're in Dubai, and everybody's excited.
I'm very tired.
They put you to work
It's been
today?
a long day. Yeah, it's been a long day.
You're such an
I
insider.
just got back.
Where you're staying?
Yeah, it's 1 a.m. now. Yeah.
Oh, my. So how far of a drive is that?
Oh, from the venue?
Yeah.
It's not bad. It's like 10-15 minutes.
Oh, that's dynamite. So you just left?
Yeah, I literally just got back.
Oh, my gosh. Busy day?
Yeah, it's been a long day.
Can you do a video about some of this stuff while you're remote?
Video about what?
About all the stuff you saw today.
Well, I mean, today I didn't even honestly take many pictures or videos because I was so busy. But
Yes, Cortex is
yeah,
he's still over there.
yeah, no, I flew back in 20 minutes.
Flew back to the land of the Vikings in 20 minutes. So, weather's been good. It's been a lot of fun. How was the turnout today? Was it
Yeah.
good?
Yeah, it was really good. I think it was about 70 something people.
Wow.
Oh, cool.
So, did you see MF?
MF was there.
Oh.
Mad Phantom was there.
Did Matt
Al
Phantom
Haytham
come?
was there. Yeah. Mad Phantom was there. Al Haytham was there.
Wow.
John from GT was there.
Oh, let's go. You and Appo have been chilling?
Yeah.
They say, oh my God, Cortex heat stroke. You are not yourself.
I'm just tired, honestly. The heat is alright. It's not that bad here yet.
Well, it's dry.
It's alright.
It's dry. Do you have
It's manageable.
Did you get some sun? Are you like you're going back to, you're going back to
I've been good using sunscreen, so but yeah, I'm a little bit more tan than before I came.
I think when you come on and you say, God, I'm dead tired, it's 1 a.m., we just got done. Everybody's like, oh my God, Cortex having way too much fun.
Yeah, I mean, I can't complain, honestly. It's been amazing. This whole trip's been something else. Really something else.
Well, you've had some good hosts, and hospitality is a very big thing over there in that area of the world.
It's been crazy. I have not been allowed to pay for anything. Nothing. Wherever I go, nothing. No, nothing.
Cortex showed up in a t-shirt and jeans. I'm here, guys. I got $5. That's all I got.
Whether I'm with Al Haytham, Mad Phantom, MF, whatever it is, I am not allowed to pay for a single thing.
Nah, not in that culture. Not the way they work, bro. And it's really
Even when I'm not
really
there, their people make sure I can't pay for anything.
Their people? Oh, that's amazing. That is so
like
good.
drivers and assistants and whatnot. Like, driver pushing me away from the the payment thing, and he's like, no, I pay.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Well, that's really, really cool.
How many likes do you have on your stream?
100 likes. I need to donate. Thanks for reminding me.
How many exactly?
101.
How many viewers do you have?
I don't know, 215.
Okay, how about this? Get to 150 likes and your chat gets a 3000 gem code.
Oh, Cortex, you don't have to do that, man. Well, I guess if you gotta wait till you get home before you start throwing out content and streaming, I guess yeah. What a nice guy. 150 likes. Let's go. And you're gonna put a 3,000
gems for the chat.
And it's only one, right? Or does everybody get it?
Only one. Only one.
Only one. Okay.
Ooh.
That's pretty good, Cortex. Yo. That's pretty good. Okay, 117 likes. That went up real fast. Everybody jumped in, smashed the like button. 126. Oh my gosh, here it goes.
You could actually earn a lot of gems on the mini games today at the event. You like if you actually like sort of, let's say you max scored on every mini game, you could get like 50, 60, 70k gems. I don't know.
Really?
Yeah, it wasn't bad. The rewards this time.
136 likes. You jumped in at the right time, Cortex. Did you actually get a chance to review some skills and all that? I know you were kind of working a lot and hanging out.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I spoke to the devs yesterday, one-on-one. So I learned a bit there. But today, obviously, like the skills got revealed and everything. So, yeah, I'm guessing you have seen everything.
Yeah, that's what we are reviewing right now. So we're doing the commander skills now. We just got to Tokugawa, so Crix and I were getting ready to cook on this thing, come up with some ideas. What did you think?
I mean, looks pretty OP, right?
I think he looks pretty good. I think the
Who are you talking about? The field or
the Garrison? We talked about the field.
Oh,
the field guy's freaking OP, bro. Holy. And the Garrison, but dude, they went through so many updates. 148 likes. Oh man, 149.
Oh, okay.
This guy.
Well, hold on. I gotta scratch this thing to see the code. Hold on.
I have to scratch this. What were they giving you guys? Like tokens? Like you win a mini game, take a token. Here's 3,000 gems.
Well, I didn't win the game, but they gave me a bunch to give away to my viewers, so I might as well give some to yours.
I love it, man. I love it. 151 likes.
I have a 10,000 gem one. People will go crazy for that.
No. You keep that one.
I'm not using it on my own account, but I'm gonna give it away.
Yes. I think you need to host a big stream. We'll all jump in and help you out with it and talk about the whole thing. A bunch of updates. I was trying to understand a couple of these things, and we can talk about them a little bit. But there's like shortened KVK cycles, which was kind of cool, that idea. And then you had this weird KVK setup that was like let me see if I've got it here. I think I do. Let me slide through here before Crix and I get back on this Garrison. Supreme Strife? Like, did you guys discuss this that much, Cortex? Cross Kingdom team. It's like a weekend event. Cross Kingdom teams.
Yeah. I mean, we knew that this was coming for a while. They'd been like talking about it.
Yep.
But yeah, we saw it now. Finally, I guess.
Is the speed up return that they were talking about? Let me see here. Where is that? Is the speed up return? Oh, I think I've got it on this deal here. Is that something that is in all KVKs now?
No. That's for that mode.
For that particular mode.
Yeah, you get 50% return. I think, right? If I remember correctly.
I think so. Let me come back here and see if I can find it. Okay, there's the cross seat. This is a photo of the event. And it kind of,
I think it's because they don't want it to mess with your ability to fight in KVK, like regular KVK too much, obviously. So.
Okay. So you have that one, and then you had this one. So is this in every KVK or just that one on the speed up returns? Just the weekend one?
Just the one. Just the one.
Okay. So you go and spend 800 days on speed ups. You go do 1.5 billion in kill points. You fight all weekend and have a good time with it. And then you get half your speed ups back.
Yeah, sounds like fun.
It sounds like a lot of fun. It sounds like something we would all just start doing. That's all we did.
Oh, why not?
I mean, I mean,
How many likes?
how many likes? 157. We blasted through that, bro. We blasted through it.
Okay, so how do you want to do this?
Why don't you just put it in the chat? And the first one,
In the chat, and first person to.
Yeah, I've got the chat going. Let me see.
Hold on, okay, hold on. I'll just message the code to you, and then you can do it, okay? Because I don't have your stream open.
Okay, we'll do that. Very generous. Cortex had won one of the mini games today at the event in Dubai. That's where Cortex is. And
they just them to me to give away.
Oh, okay.
I didn't win. I didn't participate. I was being a judge in some of the mini games. I didn't participate.
So Cortex is so on the inside. He's actually contracted to help with Lilith. Cortex is over there.
I'm not contracted. Let's make it clear. I'm not contracted.
your handshake. Hey, Cortex, come help us with this.
Yeah, I'm Goose's slave. You could
go.
You could say.
Did they seem like they had a good time? The Lilith crew, Goose and Kevin.
Yeah, I mean everyone was like as tired as I'm basically by the end of it, but yeah, it was fun. We had a good time.
Let me take this. Let me take this redeem code. Let me just use it real quick to see if it works. Okay. Make sure it works. Oh, it works. Nice. Sweet. Okay, I'll put it in the chat now. Kidding.
What?
Kidding. I'm kidding. It's a joke. Okay, so I'm going to count it off. I'm going to say 3, 2, 1. There you go. There you go. We'll see who gets it. We will see who gets it. Oh, so good. What's been the most surprising thing you've seen, whether it's the event or just being in Abu Dhabi or Dubai, wherever you've been? You know,
how nice everyone is, how clean it is, how safe it feels. Yeah, I think that's like feels super safe. Like especially for like a massive city, right? Or two massive cities for that matter.
Yeah.
Extremely safe. Very clean everywhere. And people are just super nice. Everyone's really respectful. Everyone's really nice.
Hospitality's off the charts. If they, especially if they know you're visiting or something like that, they're just whether it's locals, whether it's anybody living there or anything, they're just
anyone you run into, whether it's taxi drivers or whatever it may be, everyone's really nice. You don't run into those like we do in some Western countries, like these grumpy people that hate their job and just they don't want to be there.
You're telling me it's not like Philadelphia. I mean,
sure, yeah.
I don't know if you guys have ever been to Philly, but I got cussed out by a cab driver just because I was like, "How you doing, man?" You guys can see me just being an idiot. Just, hey, oh shucks.
Well, they would take that. They would take that very nicely. I'm happy that you asked them.
There you go.
It was kind of crazy with Tekka and Apo at the meetup, though. That was fun.
So you got a height on Apo. Now you're tall, and I was like, "Is Apo short?" And you said, "No, he's a pretty tall guy," which I guess kind of makes sense. Now he's got a bad back. Yeah, it typically happens to taller people.
He's nearly as tall as me.
Wow, how's he been? He's having a lot of fun.
Yeah, he's been great.
Is he rattling off the Arabic like crazy, translating for you?
There's no need to translate, really. Everyone here speaks English. The official business language of the UAE is English.
Wow. Yo, Philly ain't that bad. I don't know what part of Philly you've been to, but hey.
Did someone get the code? Did someone in chat get the code?
Somebody must have gotten it. Everybody says it's been redeemed, but we should have said...
Oh. Come on, say thank you or something at least.
Yes.
Chad, for putting the code in there. And
yes. Cortex, you're amazing.
Doing it to you guys.
Thank you very much.
No.
Oh, nobody knows who redeemed it. I think it might have been Chad, man.
No. I didn't redeem it. No. That was completely a joke, but let me just see if this works.
Did you redeem it?
Tekka is 100% pure laughter and 875 voice. I kid you not. We speak English very well, Habibi.
I think I was on Tekka's live stream a few times. I'm pretty sure he was streaming the entire time.
Really?
Live.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
Yeah.
Golly. What, did he set up there
He
at
came
the
over
event?
to the. No, he just ran around with his phone.
That's awesome.
He was talking to the camera the entire time. Anyways, I assume he was streaming, and then he was walking over to people and talking to them. And
Mistake, were you there? Our guy, Mistake?
don't know if everyone wanted to be on stream, but hey.
It was like, here's everybody. Hey, thanks. I've got, got food all over my face. I'm trying to eat. Oh, gosh. Mistake, you're awesome.
My
buddy.
legs are killing me. I've been walking around, carrying stuff, standing all day. There was so much to carry, man. Oh my god.
What about the figurines? You remember that one event that we did where you
were
get
Leonidas, Cao Cao. Yeah.
Okay, so the CC figurine, I'm supposed to get one of those. I haven't seen it yet. I'm excited about that.
Oh
yeah, you remember that? I won one of those.
Yeah,
Mistake, Habibi Broski. You weren't there, unfortunately. Maybe next time. Oh man, do you live in Dubai? Mistake. Oh, I don't want to dox you here. He keeps saying that's just we all speak English here, and I'm like, here, where's here? Over there, where Cortex is. Oh man, that's so cool. So, and because you're well traveled, right? You've gone a lot of different places. You've been to the States. You've been all over. Been to Germany. Was this kind of set the standard as one of the best trips you've ever been on with how you were treated?
I would say, hands down, this is the best place on earth I've been.
Wow.
Which is, I don't know.
Oh, Oliver said, thank you for the code. Sorry, crying baby as soon as it was entered.
Oh, no worries. So it worked, Oliver? 3,000 gems, right? You should have gotten 3,000 gems, Oliver.
GG. Good job, Oliver. Oliver has never said anything in my chat. And then all of a sudden he's like, hey, thanks for the gems. Sorry, I couldn't say thanks. I had a crying baby. Oh, that's cool. CC plus Honda Cross Commander. Let's go. Mistake. I got you, buddy. I got you. My guy. Yes, sir. 3,000 confirmed, Cortex.
That's good.
That's awesome. Thank you, Cortex. Thanks for doing that, kind of making it fun. These meetups are a blast, dude. Because it's almost like they save a bunch of stuff to talk about, new updates, new things they're doing in the game. And the people who attend, really they report back to the community.
Yeah,
dude, the community has been going crazy all day. All day.
I know. Originally, because, for everyone that wasn't there, we had to push the event back because the vendors that we were hiring to help with the setup didn't do everything they were meant to do on time.
Oh.
So we had to push back a little bit, and then even we pushed back half an hour. Even then, they were still not finished. So we had to start the event whilst they were still kind of setting things up a bit, which is not optimal, but whatever, right? But we had to test the presentation on the screen.
So people are walking in while you're testing the presentation.
That's why the commander leaked really early, because somebody just snapped a picture of it. Because we had to let them in. We had already kept them waiting half an hour. Because the screens and everything got set up very late, so we weren't able to test earlier. And so they flashed on the presentation, and boom, there was the commander skill. Someone snapped a picture, and it was everywhere.
So a lot of stuff to cover. And Soul, the best inscription for Arch, hands down, is Fearless. Go get the emblem. Go get Fearless. It's amazing. The one I see, Cortex, and this was one, I guess, in the presentation. They didn't officially put this out on Facebook, but it talked about shortening the Conquest season duration. Matchmaking is much shorter. Even the Crusade's shorter. The KVK's shorter.
Everything. Faster cycles in general.
I don't think anybody would ever argue with that. Everybody is super excited about that.
I think everyone agrees the process of KVK is too long. Registration is too long. Pre-KVK is too long. Actual being in the map is too long. And they really need to shorten it.
Question from Rana.
So I think
Rana, however we say that. Did Cortex ask about the 100% of materials when
Yeah,
dismantling.
it's not happening.
It's not happening.
Yeah, I
Oh,
don't know
gut
why everybody
punch.
thinks that would happen, but
Gut punch.
Like, I didn't think it was gonna happen. I tried. I really tried. I talked to them about it with my one-on-one with the developers.
What was it
And
like?
also-
Was it like, no, don't even ask about that. I'm going to punch you if you ask about that. Or was it like, yeah, we thought about it. We're not going to do it.
Well, it was like kind of a hard note. Like, out of everything I asked them, that was like the hardest no I feel like I got. But yeah, there's a lot of exciting things. I don't know, because I mean, I was doing some stuff whilst they were announcing all this stuff on the screens. I don't know everything that was talked about, so because I spoke about some other things with the developers. I'm not sure what I can or cannot say, but you mentioned something first, and then I can elaborate. Okay?
There we go. Well, you know, with the new command. That's a good segue in here. With the new commanders we have, with BQ is what we'll call them. Bai Chi, is that how they pronounced it in the presentation? I think that's how they said.
I don't know.
Crazy good. So they're reinforcing the smite with the pincer coming out. I mean,
yeah.
it appears it's like, okay, hey, infantry smite, cavalry combo.
They didn't show any inscriptions on the pictures, right?
No, they did not.
Okay.
Nobody has seen any inscriptions of the pincer. So, by your best guess, is it really good?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll say yes.
Okay, we'll just leave it at that. We'll just leave it at that. Wait a minute. Where am I going here?
I mean, you'll see it in a few days anyway. It's coming
Okay.
to the game very soon, so
Okay, and that's one thing I think we've got to.
I think that's the first thing we'll see. The pincer formation actually see in game.
Nice. BQ is like Luce wearing Huo clothes. There you go, Moles.
It's gonna be pretty nasty, huh?
I think it's gonna be nuts. And great day to be an infantry player. And
Oh yeah.
And I think BQ buried 400,000 people at fancy expertise. You guys are throwing out revisionist history everywhere. But yes, I think there is some of that with a no nonsense when capturing. Let's go ahead and execute some people. Okay. Or can we just say he just defeated 400,000 people? An army of 400,000.
How many you go watching?
200? 208?
108. How many likes?
169. We're gonna do more?
Go 200. Another 3,000 gems.
Okay. 200 likes, y'all. Cortex. Daddy Cortex, Santa Cortex is showing up. He's got some.
No, I haven't been posting because I've been traveling and whatever. I haven't said hi to the community in a while, so a small way of giving a little bit back. I mean, they were really nice. They gave to Apocalypse as well, bunch of codes, and to me as well to give out to the community. So that's really, really nice of them.
Okay, well, so you
give
save
the creators some codes to give out.
Yeah, you save the big one for a big stream when you can stream first when you get back home. And we can talk about all this stuff.
Yeah,
171 likes, 176 likes already. Okay. We get to 200 likes. Cortex is going to give us 3,000 gem code to use. But the rule is if you use it and you get it, you got to come tell us. So,
If you think we'll find out who used the code and your account's gonna get banned. No.
This guy. Mistake says, "Now I'm not making third infantry set. Sorry, I'm loyal to the Cavs." It's not the Cavs you got to grief to make a third infantry set. It's the archers. Hey yo. Can we talk about the tech changes? Good question.
Oh, they spoke about that?
I don't know. Apparently, people know about him, and so oh my god, Mistake! This guy.
I wasn't. What of it?
Oh, Mistake is just giving out 50 memberships. I mean, this guy. Gosh, bro.
Deal.
Oh, Habibi, my friend, thank you so much. Always. So this is the part of the stream that is sponsored by 2489 and Mistake. If you're looking for a kingdom, be sure to Give them an honest chance. Golly. Oh, my guy. Thank you, buddy. This has turned out to be a fun stream. Did not expect Cortex on. It was going to be just Crix and I yapping.
Yeah, it's the first time I know it's lined up with was able to hop on, so.
That's awesome. That is so cool.
And busy.
MP already posted some of the crystal changes. Yep, we saw some of those. We'll go through some of that. 186 likes. We get 14 more. Cortex is going to give away 3,000 gems. Yes. Okay, mistake. Now we're talking, bro. New infantry is good for Cav artifact. Yes. Instead of running Attila Luce, I'm going to run Attila BQ. Let's go. Get excited about it.
We saw the frame as well, the avatar frame. It looked pretty nice.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, man. You're collecting avatar frames everywhere, bro. Is that your third one?
Third one.
So you did Frankfurt? Where else?
Cologne. And now Dubai.
That's so cool. Mistake, thank you so much, buddy. As always, thank you for supporting the channel, supporting Cortex, supporting me, everybody. You're a real one, bro. Thank God Cortex came because Crix gave us no insight. Moles is just hammering Crix. 189 likes. We're almost there. Buster, good to see you, man. Oh, man.
What up, Buster?
I have some
Burj
interest.
Khalifa on the avatar frame.
Hey, did you go up in the building? Did you go up in that thing?
I'm going tomorrow.
You are?
Yeah, or did they? I don't remember. I need to look at the itinerary.
Itinerary. Cortex has been working off an itinerary, y'all. Like, you eat when we say you eat. You shop when we say you shop. We're going to have everything planned out for you. We're going to treat you like a sheik, like a prince. I love it. That is so good.
Show up this time, driver will come pick you up. Here's the tickets, and that's it.
Chad, isn't me opening Hollow now better? Oh, no. Now we got to talk about that. Next Archer's Oat will be OP. I am delusional, says Dylan. Oh, gosh. We're close, Cortex. Got to get to 200 likes, guys.
200 likes.
Yep.
How close are we?
We're at 194? We're almost there, bro. We're almost. Oh, I got a dislike. We went down one.
Oh.
That was Crix. 100% that was Crix. I mean, oh, this guy. Someone in Chad's server mentioned the Garrison comm having a lot of shielding a while back. Ooh, is that you, Soul? He's got some shielding. We're going to talk about that because, I mean, we got to figure this out. Try doing a gravity test with the Burj Khalifa. Where are we at on likes, guys? Are we still chilling at like 194? We're going down. This is awesome. I think people are going down and back up to try to like multiple times. Are we stagnant? Like so everybody understands. Like Cortex is coming here bearing gifts, and he's got a redeem code for 3,000 gems as part of the big festivities going on in Dubai today. And he said we got to
very nice and gave me a bunch of codes to give away to the community. So
well, there you go. So we need to get to 200 likes. 200 likes. PTI, let's move this along. Oh, gosh. We're almost there. Let's go. 195. Let's go.
As long as PTI doesn't get the code, I'm okay.
Oh, 100%. 100%. In fact, let me just kick him off the stream real quick.
Ban him.
Ban him from the stream. 196. 197. We're almost there. Oh, man. It's a Rise of Kingdoms code. It's not an app code. Of course, it's you got to go into the game. All right, we're there, Cortex. 201 likes.
Well,
we are there.
Messages.
All right. Let me test this out again. Make sure it works. Okay, I can't say anything now because the chat's live, and then we're always like a few seconds delayed. So I'm just going to put it in. Hey, yo, there we go. Who got it?
Briggs, I think he made a fake YouTube account called Oliver and said he got it last time.
Yes.
Falling asleep, waiting for you knuckleheads to give out info. Okay. We've been talking info, talking about all kinds of stuff. Cortex, he confirmed that he thinks Pincer will be good. Who did get it? Who was faster?
Bro, I've been wearing this like what do you even call it? This like lanyard thing.
Manual.
And I've taken.
Manual says,
off,
"Holy,
like it's around my neck.
Holy, you know, I won it. Thanks, GG." I love that people who never talk in the chat are the ones winning it.
Well,
So, what were you saying, Cortex? You've been wearing a lanyard, like this nice big lanyard with a, you know.
yeah, with like my nameplate on it or whatever, and it still feels like I'm wearing it. It's so weird. Even though I'm not wearing it anymore, but I was wearing it for like, I don't know, 12 hours, I guess.
Yeah, people need to know who you are. I'm sure it was a pretty fun-loving community.
Oh yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Oh, that's so
Everyone was very respectful and very nice.
Crix, we got to get them to come to
people,
like St. Louis or something, or somewhere in the middle of the country. And, you know.
I think, like, and I'm not saying for certain, but I think whenever they're going to do the US, it's going to be LA.
LA is just easy, right? Easy travel.
The reason for that is it's easy with the venues. It's way cheaper than, like, for example, something like New York.
Right.
And also player base. The majority of the US player base is West
Coast. A lot of West Coast. Yep.
Yeah. It just makes the most sense.
Chadsky, please answer me. Should I get Gorgo or the new Garrison command? I only have enough for one. We don't know, bro. We don't know.
They told me I need to convince you to come to one of the meetups. So
if it's in the States, I will make. I'll start moving mountains to get there. Oh my God, Cortex! If I saw you in person, I'd put you in a headlock and blast you a few times, and give you a big hug, carry you around. I would not let you pay for anything. Be on my tab.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah. It'd be good.
I'm getting the Dubai treatment in America by chat.
Oh, no, that would be really, really cool. And plus, I think, a lot of the Asian players and stuff would be able to get to LA quicker and easier, like Japan to LA.
Yeah, LA isn't that bad to travel to from Asia.
Mm-hmm. That's really cool. That's so cool.
That's cool.
I mean, I feel like, Crix, I feel like we're missing out. It's like, oh, God, these guys have had
so much fun. Like, I've been to 3 now. I feel like every time, honestly, it's getting better and better. I mean, this time especially, it was in Dubai. The location was stunning. The view was beautiful. Like, let me send a picture to you, and you can show on stream if you want. Like, this is from the venue. Hold on. Let me see here.
You had sent us a couple of ones earlier. You got people that are just firing off photos from presentations, and the presentations were being like, soft run through. Like, hey, we gotta practice, and people just
a picture. That's from the venue. You can see we have a king's coronation throne there as well.
This is from the venue.
That's from the venue. That was the view we had out of the venue. From the venue, you can see like pillars and a throne there as well. From the event.
Oh my gosh. Hold on. Let me get this right here. I gotta.
Like, it was beautiful. Like, the location, everything. The food was amazing. Like, this was like next level. This meetup.
Let me throw it up here on chat for everybody. Holy bro. Look at that. Look where you're at. Just the decor. What massive throne is that? Okay, you've got the Burj Khalifa here. But then what is this thing? Is this like a throne?
Yeah,
is this where you sat?
It's perfect, but for people to take pictures, it's perfectly aligned with the Burj Khalifa in the background. So.
Oh my gosh! Look at the banners, the RoK banners hanging down off the pillars. That is awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so much fun.
It's the King's Coronation throne. It's the King's Coronation. That throne. Chair is in the King's Coronation bundle in the picture.
No kidding.
Yeah, they made it in real life and took it here. They actually took like 3 months to make that thing. It was quite a process.
I will say this. There's something endearing. Look how tall that thing is. There's something endearing about being a part of the community. And everybody's got FOMO. Like, you guys get to go enjoy this stuff. Cortex, and you can follow Cortex if you haven't followed Cortex. I mean, you need to. He's the insider in all this stuff. It's awesome. Oh, you'll be in LA. Lilith got to check in on the homies. Let's go. That would be fun. Okay, so we don't put PTI to sleep. Let's talk about this, okay? Because I can sit here and talk with you all day, Cortex, about all this stuff.
Yeah.
Takagawa, okay? So this dude apparently, I guess my question was, this is so late in the Shogun era. I guess he was the start of it, the Japan's first Shogun. I mean, they literally started using firearms this time, right? 1600 UTC or UTC 1600
UTC?
1600, the year 1600.
UTC.
There you go. They need a Texas
Firearms are
meetup.
floating around at this time.
I don't think Lilith would ever go to Texas. They would be too afraid to. We ain't going to Texas. It's gonna get wild. Okay, first skills. Massive smite damage. For context, Gorgo is at 2300, and our boy here is at 2400. Okay, so big smite damage, and it reduces the defense of the target by 10% for 3 seconds. Okay, little debuff going on there with big smite. And then he does a mighty shield for 2 seconds with a damage factor of the shield of 600. And okay, so keep that in mind, Crix, as we go through this thing. Okay, then the second skill, whenever this commander's troops launches a basic attack or a counter attack, their infantry units have a 25% chance to gain 30% attack for 4 seconds. Okay, so a stat stick there. Doesn't look like there's a cooldown here, so... Or no, it lasts 4 seconds. Does this thing stack? Doesn't say.
I think it's just, you can always have it, basically.
I think so. So, that, I mean, that's...
I mean, it sort of makes sense because it doesn't have other stats. Like, otherwise it just has 10%. Right?
Yes. And if infantry units do gain a 10% march speed, I guess when they're in the garrison, running from wall to wall, they go back and forth faster. I don't know. 10% defense, so a little bit of a stat stick. So real quick, Crix, when we look at what's going to be a counter to Subutai, what did we say? We said a big stat stick could be a counter.
Yeah.
So you would either need that, guys, or you would need like massive debuffing on something, or you would just need to match damage factor for damage factor, right? I mean, it's really kind of, you either match the damage, or you do crazy debuffing, or you do big stat sticks, right? Or all three if you can. But it looks like the stat sticks here just aren't that big. The debuffing of 10% defense, that's just not really that big. So they're on par here. Now, this is where I think things kind of change, because you got a smite damage factor of 2400. You got a mighty shield of 600. Well, when you go into his third skill, it kind of does some weird things here. This commander, if he's a garrison commander, the garrison deals 10% more damage. That's great. Okay, just more damage. We'll take that. Whenever the garrison deals smite damage, it has a 25% chance to cleanse one slow, poison, exhaustion, normal debuff effect from itself. If the effect has multiple stacks, it cleanses one stack. Okay. So whenever it deals smite damage, so if you got 15 poison stacks, I mean, you clear one stack. They put up exhaustion here, and I think Chandra's the only one that does exhaustion. Is that right? No, that doesn't make any sense.
Not really relevant. I guess apart from like Orlean's support skill maybe, but...
the normal debuff is great, right? Normal debuffs could be any kind of, health debuff, defense debuff. I think that's really, really good. So it gains one stack of the Tosho effect for 10 seconds. Each stack increases the health of the garrison, of the infantry units in the garrison by 5%. The Tosho effect can stack up to 4 times, and its duration resets whenever it gains another stack. So you're going to run up the health to 20%. Okay, so now we're getting more stats. Okay, that makes sense. So 20% health sounds great, especially for infantry. I am seeing something in here that's kind of interesting. So the fourth skill, if the commander is a garrison commander, whenever the garrison receives a buff, it has a 50% chance to gain a damage-absorbing mighty shield for 3 seconds. 1,200! Cooldown of 7 seconds. 1,200 shield factor? And a 50% chance when you get any kind of a buff? I mean, there's buffs going on everywhere.
Yeah, so once every 7 seconds, you're going to get a shield.
Okay, so about once every active skill.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's review that, because that's what I wanted you to say, or I thought you'd say. 2,400 damage factor, 600 mighty shield factor. That's a 3,000 damage factor, combined. And then you add another 1,200. That's a 4,200 damage factor. A damage factor factor. Mm-hmm. Okay, so a lot of shields, inflicting a lot of damage, and also resisting a lot of damage. And then the expertise, whenever this commander launches a basic attack or counterattack, it has a 15% chance, 30% chance if it has a shield, to deal smite damage to up to 3 enemy targets. Smite damage factor 300, and you got the 15% nerf on that every 10 seconds. So now you got a little bit of an AoE quick smite 300. Well, that coming out of a 4, that does some red numbers. That's going to kill some people. So you can't just stand on this thing if you're in the same alliance. So there is an AoE aspect to this. You know what I'm not seeing in here? We do have stats for infantry, right?
Mm-hmm.
But there's no infantry exclusive in here. Okay. You would think behind a Gorgo, that's going to be really, really good. That's a lot. That's just a lot of damage behind Gorgo. And Gorgo,
the health is all troop health too. It doesn't say infantry health.
Let's see. The Tosho effect, the health of the garrison's infantry units. It is infantry.
Oh, it does say it. Okay.
Yeah. So, but, if you're majority infantry, I think my question was, Gorgo has needed she's needed a partner, a secondary to go with her for a long time. She's got the 900 rage requirement. She's gonna buff normal damage off of her active skill. Having another hard-hitting smite after her is really, really good. Now you've got that. But if you think about it, bro, like 1,800 mighty shield factor on average every active skill. Can this guy go with Hera? And just shields on shields on shields?
I would say no, because Hera is pretty dead. In my opinion.
That's the other question, is that, does this kind of make Hera viable? If you ran this guy with Hera and Testudo or Hollow Square, how does that work?
Maybe.
And all I know is that, dude, we ran the Attila Subutai, and anything Hera was in just got wrecked. Like, not just, hey, it got beat, it just got wrecked. Gorgo Hera, CY Hera, Hera YSS, Hera Lapu, didn't matter. Anything Hera was in just got destroyed. And so ZKX says him with Hera and Hollow Square. Testudo might be good with him and Hera. Yeah, but is that what everybody's going to do?
Hey, my Hera is good, okay?
You're different, bro. Like the Heras we're running against aren't like your Hera. Like, I think you need to take more pride in that, Cortex. You have a Hera that like nobody in the game has. Like it's legit. And so
my Hera worked. No one else's.
No one else.
I see all these reports of Heras just getting clapped, and I'm like, wait, my Hera is doing good. Something's wrong.
Dylan says, "Screw Hera, run this guy with CY." Ooh.
Yeah, Dylan will never let go of his CY, man. He made one bad decision of maxing CY, and now he's never gonna let go.
Well, the Gorgo CY was the counter, or at least traded even. With Attila Subutai. Him with Attila in a artifact KVK. Oh,
I don't.
I mean,
this
when
guy
I
seems not that
if-
good. Am I gonna have to be the one that says it? This guy seems not that good.
What? He's every bit as good as
Yeah.
Gorgo, right?
Is he?
He's doing a little bit more damage on the smite. Plus, he's doing 1800 shielding, bro. I mean,
Yeah, but he's got an expertise that's pretty terrible. A 300 damage factor once every 10 seconds? Like, what is this? This is like 2018 skill.
well, I think you're just looking for anything. Because right now, if you're running mono troop types with Gorgo, what are you running? Constantine? I mean,
it's, I guess.
I don't know. I mean, I can use the artifact. Throw
Anybody actually
Attila in
mono
a
troop type anywhere.
Yeah.
I haven't seen mono troop type used. Like, I don't know if people just can't do it anymore. I don't know what happened.
I ran an Attila Garrison in Kingsland. I just did it. I still run the Attila Garrison. I'd like to see what this guy looks like behind Attila. Ooh.
The two things with this guy for me is the third skill is definitely interesting. I feel like this would be better if it was just damage though, not shielding.
Well, the easy part about the shielding is that it's damage factor, so you can quantify that, right?
Yes, but also you're like, okay, you're doing like pincer with this guy, but then he's like shielding, so yeah.
Gino, put me on stream next time. Crix has no hype. Listen, Crix is what makes this thing go. All right, because he's the one.
I gotta rein him in. You know,
he's got to rein.
Saying this guy's OP, I'm like,
because I get really, I get really excited.
I see single target. I see no counterattack. I see no AOE. I'm like, conditional stats. Like, I don't know, man.
Oh, well, we're going to test him. I think him with Gorgo in the arch formation is probably going to be. I think it's going to take down
arch. It's arch for. I mean, it's kind of. I mean, maybe the new things.
Okay, and I guess some unknowns that we have. Number one is just can you see a shields on shields with Hera? Okay, we gotta figure that out. We also got to wait for Pincer. Because if Pincer does some crazy stuff, like it would have to be pretty crazy.
I mean, it would have to be pretty crazy.
It would have to be pretty nuts. But Cortex might or might not have seen something, and he just said, I think Pincer's, yeah, I think we need to wait and see what that looks like. It just depends on whether or not Moles is going to have to spend a whole lot of money changing all of his armaments to Pincer. Oh, I'm here for that. Like, let's make
That's
Moles.
what I'm mainly rooting for, yeah.
No skill damage.
It grieves me at the same time.
No skill damage reduction. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So,
like, that's the thing with this guy for me. There's no normal damage. Like, there's no, like, scaling buffs on this guy.
no normal damage reduction, no skill damage reduction.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
no normal damage buffs, no all damage buffs, no all damage reductions.
You go throw an Ash at this guy, what does he do?
Well, no, he does have one all damage buff, right? 10%?
10% all damage. He does 10% normal damage.
Where?
Does he? Or no, that was the other guy.
That's what I mean. Like, he doesn't even have that. Like,
I think it's the shields, man.
God, this expertise is so weird, man. I can't believe that this is a thing.
So if you got a shield, which you're going to have a shield a lot, right?
I mean, even if you're proccing this every 10 seconds, how good, like, what? 300 damage factor? Getting reduced? Like,
I think there's just so much damage factor as it is between 2400 smite, between 600 shield, and then another 1200 shield. I mean, that's 4200 damage factor every skill cycle. That's a lot, man. I mean, that's just
it's
a lot.
Nasty in the 1v1, but this thing is just getting swarmed down for free.
Ooh, okay. So now we're talking. I guess they couldn't, I mean, which makes maybe Arch more viable. So we'll have to test it all out. We'll have to see what Pincer does.
Yeah, like, the anti-swarm is, the only anti-swarm is coming from Arch because there's no normal buffs here. And the debuff thing is kind of weird also.
I think we're still waiting on Cortex to kind of chime in and say, guys, you might want to wait for Pincer there. I mean...
Just wait and see. You'll see it soon.
There it is. That's what I'm saying. Oh, gosh.
I mean, it better have a battle-ready type squad if it's going to...
Oh, yeah. You know what I did?
If it's going to have enough counterattack.
Crix, you know what I did? Here, let me show you.
What'd you do?
Let me take this off real quick. So, I went ahead and... grabbed this guy. I had a really good armament to put this on.
Oh, yeah, we talked about this. You went this way?
So, I mean, if Pincer's crazy, I've got this guy and this guy to change over. Okay? And then I still got my arch for this guy and this guy. By the way, this is... You guys have never seen that is an armament. I'm telling you. I have used 2 crystal mutations, crystal transformations on that thing, and I'm chilling. It's so bad. But it's there. My Fearless isn't awful. Yeah, it's pretty awful. Sasuke, thank you for the $5 super chat. I'm with Crix. He doesn't have anti-swarm. Mm-hmm. Him going both smite and shield is kind of tough when he's mid looking at both. Mid? Also, any Zenith news? I don't know if he's mid at smite. I mean, he's laying out more smite than Gorgo. I mean, he's pretty high on the smite. Yeah, he's 2,400.
Yeah, but she has a higher proc. She has higher procs, right? She has another thing.
Let me see.
Forgot what Gorgo even does. It's been so long since I've actually looked.
2,300 damage factor. She does do the more normal damage, and she's got the skill damage reduction that she does from her active.
Like that active skill is better, right?
This one? I think it is. I mean, if you got it for 3 seconds, you're enhancing, but she never enhanced anybody. That's the thing. Like, she was just enhancing herself because her smite is delayed a second. So she just enhanced herself. Well, now she's enhancing somebody else, which is good. And then any kind of skill damage mitigation is off the charts great. Infantry attack, 40%. Normal damage bonus, 30% for 3 seconds. I mean, that's great. That is awesome.
Holy shit.
Infantry health bonus of 30%. Yeah. So you're running the health up. I mean, you're running the health up to 50% with the stacks on the new guy. And then she's got the 300 smite, but that cooldown's only 4 seconds, so that's going to fire off more often. Okay. So he's comparable to...
I mean, I guess your normal damage buffs are coming from Gorgo.
Yeah. I mean, she runs that up pretty high. And then if you run Arch, so Gorgo's giving you more anti-swarm. You run the Arch formation, that's giving you more anti-swarm. I'm with you. I don't know. Cortex, did you get any Zenith news? Has that been released yet?
I mean, they changed the design. I don't know when it's coming.
So, as far as we know, the design changed, but the actual attribute of 20% infantry attack.
Yeah, it's the same. I'm unboxing stuff, man. They gave me so much stuff.
Well, send us photos. We'll look at it.
All right.
Dude, you should have set up your stream there at the event. Should have done a face reveal.
Oh, I wouldn't be able to. I was too busy.
Oh, my gosh.
I sent you the view at nighttime as well, by the way.
That's so cool. What is this thing?
Yeah, look, it has my nameplate on it.
What is this? What this guy gets? Oh my gosh. Look at this thing. It's got your name on it.
Yeah.
It's a participation trophy. Rise of Kingdoms Community Gathering Cortex. That's all it says. It's like a single name. Madonna Cortex. That is so cool.
They gave me a magnet set. I already have 2 of those from before. They've sent me, and also a mouse pad, I think, like a desk mat.
You know what would be a lot of fun is Crix. You know how they've got ESPN and everybody's got their setup for the for the NFL draft, right? Where stuff's going on in the background, people are coming in the interview, and they just do it all day, right?
Yeah.
Like they need to do something like that for
That would be cool, yeah.
That would be very cool. Somebody to stream. They got a headset sitting right there, and they're just streaming. Here's what's going on. Here's what's being released as it's happening. And then they bring on Cortex, and they bring on MP, Mad Phantom, or MF, or they bring on Al Haytham. They bring on whoever to just kind of do
was doing on his stream.
Oh.
Well, if you look at the second picture I sent, the nighttime Burj Khalifa, you can on the bottom you can see Tekka streaming. You see him?
Oh, this guy. Yes. Holy cow, you sent me this photo. Okay, hold on. I didn't show this one. Dude, this looks like it's out of like a cartoon or something. Like, look how amazing this thing is.
You can see Tekka at the bottom streaming it.
Look at this thing. Hold on. Where's our boy Tekka? Look at it. Look at it down there. He's just streaming nonstop. Oh, there he is, folks. Who's that sitting in the chair?
Sitting in the chair. Where?
Is that?
Oh, that's the CEO of Lego, actually. That's Colin, the CEO of the developers of Rise of Kingdoms.
No kidding.
Yeah.
So he's bigwig. Dude,
Yeah,
look,
yeah.
You're rubbing elbows with very, very important people. And then there's Tekka. Live streaming.
Tekka is really important.
Like,
Tekka is so funny.
you've got like the decorations. You've got like the scenic background. You've got like a throne. You've got like, very important people walking around. You got the CEO of Lego walking around, and the tech is just walking around with a phone to his face. Oh, that is awesome. God, that is so cool. Hold on, I gotta get another look at this thing.
Yeah, the Burj Khalifa at nighttime is beautiful.
That is wild, y'all. That is so wild.
It also starts like lighting up in all sorts of different colors and displaying some text and whatever else. It's crazy.
That is so cool. Golly, man. Lucky Cortex. Okay, well so we got a lot of stuff that we got to figure out with the Garrison Commander, which we will do. We will test it all. We'll mess around with some armaments and kind of test them. Crix, I could just be the guinea pig and just switch everything to pincer, see what that does. Oh gosh. But there's other things. Now you have a KVK rating. Is this like the new Cortex? Is this like the new Imperium system or something? They
What
put
now?
the KVK rating. Lost Kingdoms can earn ratings based on their number of kills and deads. Lost Kingdoms rated S+ or S will unlock better quests in the Hall of Heroes. Better quests? We're going to have Hall of Heroes quests? Now you got to watch the stream. I don't have it in the game. Complete those quests to earn gems, resources, speed ups, and an increase in your percentage of deads units that return. So we're getting Hall of Hero quests.
Yeah.
Is that a fair way to say that?
Mm-hmm. This is basically, so why this is getting added is because if you think about it, right? Like, let's say any other DC, like, let's say the worst KVK to ever exist.
Yeah.
Someone will win that KVK and they get the same rewards that we got in our 960 versus 2377 KVK, right? It doesn't really make sense if you think about it. Think about how many deaths, how many kills. It's probably more than the next 50 KVKs combined, right? So, like, it makes sense that there should be some different rewards for kingdoms that, well, for KVKs that have that much blood and bloodshed involved, right?
Yes, for that much investment of kingdoms and players, respectively, that
yeah,
that
because
grind it out.
rewards-wise, there's no reason to be in Imperium. There's no reason, rewards-wise. If all you want to do is get rewards and grow your account, there's no reason to be in Imperium. Because the KVKs are so expensive to play, and you still get the same rewards.
Well, I've always subscribed to the fact that if you can reward or entice players to fight and do more KP and take more deads, then that's always a good thing, right? Is that safe to say?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the more you entice players, the more you reward players for fighting their faces off. The Autark stuff with the leaderboards now and the Crusader points you get. That's been great. People compete for that stuff. The fragments, even if you lose KVK, getting a fragment for an Autark, hitting a certain amount of deads or a certain amount of KP, that's great. So comparing your last KVK on your 2 accounts, do what? You join Imperium for the gold chest? Yes, Dylan. Yes, you do.
For gold chest to do what? To lose them in KVK anyway, and then get the same rewards as everyone else. And spend way more money because you need tech and way more resources. Like, rewards-wise, there's nothing enticing playing in high-end KVKs. There's nothing enticing you from the game side, right?
Well, I'm all about...
Like, it's what those kingdoms provide that entices you.
Yes.
But from the game itself, they don't give you anything extra for playing in these crazy and expensive as well KVKs.
Yeah, Dukes, you said it right. You know, the previous KVK that we had on my second account, the last one we did in 2605, was just a dud. I mean, it was a scuffed Diplo. We got locked, and it was just like nobody did anything. And it was just like, well, this guy sucks.
Right. And think about that kingdom that won that KVK got the same rewards that 1960 got in the KVK against 7377.
Okay,
like
that makes sense.
It doesn't make a lot of sense, right?
It doesn't make a lot of sense.
Well, yeah, and like the rewards are. I mean, like, I don't know. The rewards are already pretty weak, so it's good to give more reward than KVK.
Moles, are you trying to break news here? Cortex already shared it with you. Oh, I'm sure he did. Oh, there we go. This guy's doxing you.
Moles is the last person I would trust with something like that.
Oh.
NB, what up?
NB, my guy. Yo, good to see you, buddy. NB, we're just going through all this stuff, trying to figure it out. Your archers are not, I mean, they better come out with some crazy good archers, y'all. They got to.
It would be funny to me if they just didn't, though, you know?
Did they talk about archers or not? Do you have anything on that?
I don't have anything on archers. I know maybe what you want to. I don't know if that's something that anybody has said anywhere as far as archers.
Like, I didn't like when I had my meeting with the developers. They didn't tell me I can't say anything or I didn't sign anything. But if they didn't mention it publicly, I'm just not gonna say anything.
Yeah, I wouldn't say anything. Okay, so on to the next thing. This is the Supreme Strife. Okay, so this is a cross-kingdom team skill customization, huge resource refunds. That's resource and speed ups. Enjoy the mayhem of a pure KVK experience. You know what this is great for? This is great for new kingdoms that maybe are getting into SOC and they're not quite there to like go run a 3 or 4 week long fighting off and on battle, but they can get used to, I guess, building flags and doing some things here. I mean, if this is a lot of fun, I mean, guys, that might be something we just do every weekend. Like, let's just go have fun with this every weekend.
Yeah, you can even cross kingdom teams. So even though we're in different places right now,
we all come back together. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go. Buster on the war lead. Let's go. That could be a lot of fun.
Yeah, PTI for sure.
Skill damage, the true damage was a complete bust. Yes. Mm-hmm. Oh, Josh in here. Great for 365 downtime. Oh my god.
I see it showing his eyes. I'm not playing that Supreme Strife with Josh, man. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, no, Josh is in with me. We'll do it. We'll do it. I wonder what that could be a lot of fun. That could be a lot of fun, just depending on how many players you can have.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
Can you loot people in this mode? Because this is just going to become a resource transfer mode.
I think they probably thought of that, bro.
I hope they thought of that.
Can you loot people?
Wait, that's actually genius.
It is genius. Like, Crix is already thinking about it.
And transfer resources cross kingdom. That's actually genius.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes. Now we're talking. And since we're talking.
Well, I don't think you can customize who you're fighting against. It's probably going to be matchmaking based.
Yeah, you might be able to, like, get it a matchmaking pool, though.
Yeah,
if it's every weekend.
It's properly with the power and KP and whatever of the accounts that you put in.
Yeah, you could weekend, you could eventually probably.
Yeah, you can just keep trying until you make it work.
Then you go loot yourself 10 billion resources. Wait, what did I sign up for this time? No, you didn't sign up for anything. We're talking about this. Thank you for the super chat, Josh. But that could be a lot of fun. That could be like because you could arrange that weekend, right? And say, okay, we're in off season. You know, who can spare 300 days of speed up? So, you know, you go fight in this thing for a weekend, you have fun, then it's over. And, you know, I guarantee you people would love it for the KP and stuff. They'd love it. And if you get speed ups back, you get the majority of your resources back, I mean, this could be a lot of fun. Is this a new KVK format or just straight fighting? Philip, this is just I think this is
an event more.
Yeah, it's like a 2-day event. You get some buddies together, you put a team together, and then you go fight like this little mini KVK. Like this little, you know, you just go fight. I think it's great. I love it. Chad, new tournament for 50K or 40K. Peace and I were talking about that maybe for 30K. Got some ideas floating around. Cortex. A one-day craziness. 1-day craziness tournament, maybe. I don't know.
For 30K?
Yeah.
Wait.
Not for $30,000.
Obviously, you would rather farm moles.
30K sub, yes.
I thought $30,000. I thought you lost your mind.
No, but I think we took everything that we learned and we said, hey, you know, and I think this was just very premature conversations. But I was like, hey, maybe a 1-day deal. You know, you set up a stream for 5 hours. Maybe you maybe do a 3v3, 32 team. Let's go. Something like that. I would have to like literally contract Crix and Cortex and literally pay these guys to actually work this thing because it's going to be work.
Almost killed me with that.
What do you mean working?
It'd be work.
If it's 1 day, I'm participating.
100% Cortex is going to go do it.
If I don't have to practice for 4 weeks straight, I'm okay.
It would have to just be 1 day. You could set up arcs because you could set up multiple matches within the arcs for, especially if you're doing only maybe a 3v3. So
I got my troops back.
Yeah, you did. So you got your troops back like 2 days ago. What are you talking about? You haven't even been on game.
I haven't.
This guy. No. Dom says best KVK map ever. 2 days of madness. NB, get in here and figure out this, you know, territory with Crix. Let's go play this.
I didn't even think of that. Oh, no.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
But that's just, dude, it's so quick.
Leadership is,
it's so quick.
So bad about this.
No. If you go get your alliance or go get 50 people, go run this thing, match make it, get hooked into it, 2 days, get after it, try to take the Zig. Josh, you're no longer 90 million power. Yes, we got our troops back. Looking forward to eliminating Cortex from another event. Absolutely, PTI. Absolutely. But that, I mean,
you know, PTI, I'm not gonna tell you what I was gonna tell you anymore.
Best league bet? Oh, Viking, I don't think we're on that. Hold on. Would there be tech in that mode? I don't think so. There might be some things that you could probably do, but
there's a Mountain Warfare immediately.
Immediate bundles.
Actually, that would be insane for them.
I think you got to be careful now because if something like this is that much fun with that much return and resources and speed ups, And if the rewards are pretty good for it, this might be something that people are just like, don't put me in a KVK. I just want to play this every other weekend,
Wait, what? If that happens, won't the meta be to just be in like Dead Kingdom so you can just take like MG and whatever?
This is a very like they
I
feel like the rewards
make it so that people would rather play this than normal KVK, then like kingdoms are gonna fall apart.
Get peace to get
what's the
people
point
online?
of being in the kingdom? Because you can cross kingdom this anyway, right? You can like customize who you have on your team.
That could be a lot of fun. That could be a lot of fun. That would be the first time ever the game introduced something to where you could tailor your matchup. You could try to get matched anyways, but you can go play with the people you exact want to go play with in a KVK. Doesn't matter where they are. They can be old friends, wherever. And then you could go have fun with that. I don't know. I'm interested to see what that does. They would shorten the regular KVK length, though. Yeah, you're right, Moles. If they're doing mechanics to actually shorten the KVK, season length, then maybe this is not as enticing. At least to do exclusively, right? Maybe you do this.
Like there's no way there's like alt-arcs in this or anything.
No, I don't think so.
So like
maybe for the top 3 KP people. Ooh.
I just feel like it can't have it at all. Otherwise, you're just gonna. And the other thing is, man, people are like, it'd be tough for recruiters. People are gonna have weird stats because of this stuff.
Oh, yes, you could run fan teams in KVK. Absolutely. Oh, that would be so much fun, Cortex. You do a streamer deal, Team Cortex, Team Chad, Team Plato, Team Redline, and let's go, boys. Let's find out. Team Chizzy, Cheesy Pants, Team Chiskel, Team everybody, and then we just go and see what we do.
Yeah. I mean, that's part of the thing, too. The actual, like,
we could do
KVK rewards need to be, like, changed.
Yeah. Yeah. You could do Team Chadsky fans versus Cortex fans. It's the same fans, guys. It's the same game. We have like the same community. We have to make people decide. Cortex would no, it wouldn't be fair because Cortex would go full on Pokemon collector and stack it up. He would stack it up real fast.
That doesn't clearly say that there's no tech. I mean, there could be.
Okay, so more information coming out about that. What do we got next here? What was this? Alliance gameplay. There's an Alliance boss situation and caravan looting. Let me kind of increase this to look at this.
Nice.
So that's kind of fun. Something else for Crix to grief us on.
Something else to skip in the game. There's not an event I do anymore. What is this?
Oh, Josh, you said I would join Cortex fans just to beat Chad. Yes, you take Josh, Cortex. Josh.
I'm not taking that guy, man.
But dude, Josh had some good stats last KVK, like really good.
Okay, okay. If he's so good, you take that, Josh. I'll take GT, Josh. Okay?
No. Well, that's different, bro. You can't do that.
What?
Like GT team shows up.
Josh versus Josh.
That's like saying, hey,
I'll just take the people I met in Dubai, okay?
That's like all the best Habibis, bro.
I'll just make a team with Al Haytham, Mad Phantom. MF will come back and join the team.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, Jay, definitely something else to skip.
MF will just show up with an account just to play it. Like, hey guys,
Josh,
can I play?
Josh is here.
Dylan says I'm on Pieces team. Yeah. I'll take him, ZKX. That's my guy. Yes, Al Haytham, Genie, and Josh. All 3 of them. Okay, so you have Alliance Boss and you have Caravan Looting. What is this all about? You got to loot? How does this work, Crix? Did they say anything, Cortex, about this?
About what?
Caravan Looting.
Caravan?
Yeah. It's an Alliance event now.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
I see speed ups, wood, and experience tomes and sovereign keys.
Yeah,
That's a skip.
that looks like pretty good rewards.
Hey,
If it doesn't have armament boxes, I'm out.
Oh, but
Yeah.
Chris, you see the guy doing the event? He has that pumpkin picture, bro. That guy's a big farmer.
Chad, here's a good question. Theoretically, how many KVK1 kingdoms do you need to take down 960? I don't think.
KVK.
I don't think all.
I don't think you could.
I literally don't like. Okay, well, do we have to use the same things that they have access to?
Oh, like if it's all KVK1 commanders?
Yeah, like because then we wouldn't have equipment, we wouldn't have armaments, we wouldn't have Well, we would have equipment, but not our KVK pieces, not accessories, no armaments, right? KVK1.
Well, if you had all that stuff, it would literally take like 2,000 KVK.
I don't think there's enough KVK1 kingdoms like that in the game to beat GT.
Yeah, to be honest, I think even if it was on a KVK1 where you were limited, it wouldn't matter.
And if we have our speed ups, our resources, everything,
Yeah.
like if we went in without any restrictions against them, like no way. We would just outlast them and just slaughter them like theirs.
Like they're
And
brand
we'd
new
get
accounts.
we'd get like 5 trillion KP in that KVK or something. We'd like double our alliance KP. It would just
They
be a
wouldn't even
complete
have
slaughter
they
fest.
wouldn't even have the shells to build a fort wall. Yeah, that's probably.
Yeah, I mean, think
Yeah.
about KVK1 accounts. Think what an account like Osno could do to those KVK1 players. Like,
Oh my
if he had
God.
everything.
Did
With
you
all
see
his commanders, all his like
Osno
him alone and-
diving into a ball of 400 KVK1 marches?
Yeah, the thing is, like, most of our players that have like really good accounts could like 1v, I don't know, 1v like 50, 60, right? Which is like, there's not enough kingdoms.
It'd run up the T2 and T3
Oh,
kill
true.
stats.
That would be
Yeah.
their advantage, is they don't have troops to choose. You wouldn't be able to get 30 million kills because they have all T2 and T3.
Okay, the next thing, power rating and visualization for kingdoms. Ooh, I like this. So
Ooh,
They
you
use the
like this?
yeah, they use the power rating stuff to tell you kind of what kind of kingdom you've got. Any kind of ranking like that, that's pretty good. Crystal Tech Advancement. Like, so who can see this? Like, if you're going to a kingdom or thinking about migrating to a kingdom, you can pull this up and see if anybody in the kingdom even buys Crystal Tech, how active their members
Oh wait,
are.
that's actually nice.
It's really nice.
You can't look at that for other people though, can you? No, you can't.
Well, who can see it then?
Only yours. You can see it on your own account.
Okay, well, you can. No, this is for the kingdom, bro.
No, this. Wait, what?
Yeah,
Oh.
it's like a kingdom graph. It's the same
so it's
thing
like
as the personal, but
graph
kingdom.
for your
Yeah.
kingdom.
So
I see.
So
Sorry,
even
I
if
wasn't paying attention.
even if you can't see it for other kingdoms, you know, whether it's Hero Scrolls or,
I mean, you
or
probably can.
King's Codex, somebody's going to have it all in there for every kingdom.
What is
Yeah.
strategic attrition? What?
I have no idea what that is. That
Maybe
might
that's based off like your beds and resources spent.
maybe strategic attrition is how many forts you drop or how many flags or
Oh, maybe how many? Yeah, I don't know.
Is it your credits and resources?
Okay.
maybe it could
Could
be.
be.
That kind of sounds cool. A cool little mechanic to see where your kingdom.
If you advertise your credits and resources, that's kind of cool.
Could you imagine Protego
Dude, like-
against T1s and T2s and T3s? Oh god.
Well, Prodigo could literally like. I think legitimately, if Prodigo was in a KVK1 with his account, he could like just 1v the whole KVK.
Josh,
I don't
yes.
think he could. I think he would zero everyone else before they could kill him.
He could take on a whole kingdom. Josh, yes, Cortex has been at the meetup. Here's a photo he took of the setup. There's the RoK stuff down here. There's Tekka doing a live stream. This is all from Cortex, bro.
Prime still good. He's okay.
Who? CPO Prime?
CPO Prime. I don't think I would put him in the good tier.
He is in my good investment list. He's still on the good side. He's getting old real fast. So now with this new infantry commander, I mean, they got to figure that out.
The thing is Ragnar Scipio is the skill damage infantry march. So, but if you're
the new guy just goes with Lucha, no?
Yeah, the new guy goes with Lucha.
Wallace and then you just keep using Ragnar Scipio, and Wallace just hits or Alex or whatever you were using just hits the bench.
Josh lies. He knows nothing about what got spoken about. No, he's actually Cortex got to meet with the devs. the hardest no I got was material refund. Oh, that just breaks my heart. So you're telling me there's
anybody thought that was possible?
I thought it was possible. Okay,
you were cooked in the head.
They gotta go one of two ways. They gotta power creep the old accessories, or they gotta give us back the materials, because right now it's just not working. Nobody.
I mean, it's not like you didn't get anything from it. You used those accessories for like 4 years.
Oh, we're getting. I don't know if you have this or not, but. They 100% spoke about it. We're getting more ways of like trading bad speed ups for good speed ups.
Let's go. Well, we did the wheel and the healing speed ups.
Yeah, but we're getting. You know how when KVK opens, you can trade. We're getting more stuff
for training speed ups.
Healing, I think. Yeah, healing.
Amazing.
Like research for healing, if I'm not wrong.
Oh, that would make sense.
Or building for healing. I don't remember. It was something along those lines.
Crystal tech updates. Reduce crystal cost and greater customization. You can pre-unlock core techs for faster progression. Huh. What did they say about this, Cortex?
What, crystal? Oh yeah, they're changing tech quite a bit. They're
nerfing all damage, I think, right?
They're nerfing tech a bit in general. Nerfing meaning making it like weaker, which I think most players will be happy about, right?
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, that's happening.
Pre-unlocked core techs? That's very weird.
For faster progression, maybe there's something you can do to pre-unlock a couple of things.
I don't really know how that works, but it seems like you can like unlock something to like jump ahead somewhere. That's like kind of what it seems like. So like to get to the actual text a bit quicker, maybe.
That might be in a situation where, as a field player, you're like, hey, I want to unlock, my 6 march
capacity
march capacity or my 6 march before I have to go do all this other stuff. What's the path there? Can I jump the path?
Yeah, from what I've understood, they're gonna nerf like the stats in general. They're going to reduce the crystal cost, so make it cheaper, and also the pre-unlock text thing.
Well, that makes sense because if the KVK is shorter.
Right? Okay.
You kind of have to do that, otherwise the timings would be weird, right?
Hunky, good to see you, bud. Welcome into the madness. We've already talked about a lot of stuff. Ooh, wait a minute. Is that defense, not attack? Hold on. Look at the tech, y'all. Scudum, Pavis.
Yeah, so
now we got defense?
Since that is there, I can talk about this. I didn't know if I could or not. But a thing I brought up to the developers is that there's way too much damage in the game right now. Fights end really fast because there's so much damage. And the big reason of that is because, the new commanders have just gotten higher. There's been higher and higher stats and higher just damage numbers, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you look at the new commanders, it's all like in the 2000s in AoE, right? Which is like unheard of back in the day. We were working with like 1400s, right? So, damage has become a big issue, whereas now today murder balls only last like a couple minutes and then one side wins, right? Whereas before, because there wasn't as much damage in the game, you could actually have drawn out fights that lasted for a while.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So yeah, since that is there, I can talk about this. So what they told me that they're planning to do is they're planning to add defense into the Crystal Tech tree.
Yep, those are the defense.
I'm all in on that.
Right?
I'm all in on that.
Yeah.
ZKX, I'll get to that, buddy.
So they're going to reduce damage from Crystal Tech, and they're going to increase defense from Crystal Tech. So there's going to be higher defensive stats, lower damage.
Very happy about that.
Which also I brought up to them. Garrisoning is becoming near impossible with all these commanders getting released. There's so much damage on the swarm. It's like you need like either garrison commanders to be like turbo broken, or it's just impossible to defend because there's so much damage. It's just hard to fill even if you have whales like stuffing, let alone for smaller kingdoms that don't have that, right? Like it's nearly impossible to defend flags in any KvK format at this mode. If the enemy team has swarmers, it's so hard because there's so much damage.
Yeah, Danky, you're asking a good question. KP might take a little longer to get, yes, but you're also not spending. The healing's going to be slow down.
It's going to take longer to get, but yeah, it's going to be cheap. It's going to be. I mean, yeah, it's going to take longer to get, but at the same time, do you not want longer, more drawn out fights and like not have like one slight misstep and your march just get instantly just one shot?
I love it.
Because one of your marches just swung around for like a split second and it's just instantly dead because there's so much damage. Like, I don't know how much this is actually going to do, but I think it's definitely a step in the right direction.
Oh,
because damage is made widely.
Maybe we beg for the attack on the gear now. Who knows? Just to reset everything here, we're streaming today. We're going through all the updates that were kind of released. I say kind of, that were actually released by the game. We're talking to Cortex. He is in Dubai right now. He just got done with the event all day. It's like 2 a.m. where he's at. We're at 223 likes. If we get to 250, I'll do some more member gifting. Cortex already gave away 6,000 gems worth of gifts to everybody. So this has been a lot of fun. A good celebration of what's going on. And so when Cortex is talking about this stuff, he actually sat down and talked to the developers. He knows what they look like. Let's just put it that way.
I got told who's responsible for the gear and armaments. I spoke to that guy a lot. I was trying to convince him. But
oh, man. What was that guy? What would you ask him? Like, bro, like, you got to work on this destructive inscription. Did you ask him about destructive? Please tell me you did.
No, I mean, we're getting smite formation. I mean, Arch, I don't even care anymore, man. I think can just...
Oh, Crix, why didn't we think of that? When he said, hey, I'm going to meet with the developers, why didn't we just say, ask about destructive?
I was trying with the material refund, but it was like, no.
That ain't happening.
I guess, I get it. It makes sense. Like, they're making the most money, obviously, off of armaments, equipment, and Crystal Tech, obviously. So those things, like, it's good that they're changing the Crystal Tech. I was actually quite surprised when I heard they were. But I don't think it's changing the way people are buying Crystal Tech, right? The changes they're making. So it's not really losing the money in that sense. Whereas if they gave material refund, obviously it would make it so we would need less materials, which would make it so that we buy less bundles and do less material events and all sorts of stuff, right? So I get it. It's a business at the end of the day.
Hey, you know what I think I think they've seen, bro? I think, because I've spent plenty of money on it already, I think they're seeing some people buy the conversion stone bundles when they want to convert something. Because a ton of players are talking about that. Like, I just converted this over to Delta or whatever. And I think more armaments just means that they're going to get, it's like taxes, bro. They're going to get you one way or another. So if they're dropping the cost, maybe in the actual cost of Crystal Tech and stuff, and they're not making it nearly as relevant, that's because they've already seen where they can go recoup that revenue somewhere else. And so they're going to get you one way or another.
Really funny.
Well, yeah,
they asked me straight up, because like some of them speak, like the developers speak like okay English, not much, but like we can, on like a conversational level, as long as I keep it to simple words and slow.
There's no way they would understand anything I'm saying.
No, you would be. I would need to translate. Yeah. Anyway, they just straight up asked me, "Is it expensive to swap tokens?" They said, "Is it expensive?" I said, "Yes, it's really expensive." I said, "To swap one set, it's like $800, right?"
It's pretty expensive. I think it's
really
400. Yeah, it's 800 to do a whole set.
Yeah, like a full special inscription set, it's $800, right?
Yeah.
and they just said, "Haha, okay."
Well, that's it. Like, not like a. Well, we need to look at that then. I mean, just nothing. They're just like, oh, okay, that's good.
No, I think they were just curious because, like, if we consider it expensive, and I mean, yeah, we do.
I've spent plenty of money on it. That's Chad 2025 frontrunner for understatement of the decade.
Wait a second.
Like, you have pictures. I'm pretty sure you do. Do you have pictures of some like resource?
Yep.
Thing?
Yep. Hold on. I'll come back to the front flag.
Tell me
preset.
more before I say something.
Okay, so here's the resource. But this is off that one weekend thing, right? The 2-day deal.
What 2-day deal?
I've got a photo of the Invincible Spirit that shows resources, speed ups, and troops you get back from that
No,
mini
that's
KD.
not what I'm talking about.
What are you talking about?
Well, I don't think I can say.
Okay. The next thing we got
Go
to
back
talk
to that tech, Chad, for a second.
This one?
The tech one.
Oh, okay. Uh-oh. I heard a sigh from Crix.
It's well, they're splitting the tree again?
Splitting the tree? What are you talking about?
Military technology?
I think all. Hold on. Let me go look on my second account here. Is that what
Does it always say the military technology at the top?
No, it just says development at the top.
And this one says military. I wonder if they're splitting the tree again.
Ooh, for Crystal Tech?
Because that's how it was in the very beginning, right?
Interesting. Cortex, any insight?
On what now? Sorry.
Are they
Are they
splitting the
making
tree?
separate trees for Crystal Tech?
I don't actually know. I don't know.
It's okay.
And it looks like the pre-unlock thing is the gift runes now. Maybe? Because it's a different color. Like maybe you get these techs for free is the pre-unlock thing and you don't pick. Maybe? Pre-unlocked core techs. So like there's these core techs that everybody gets and then you can branch off from there maybe at certain points in the KVK.
Hunky says Cortex is being a proper company man. F this guy. Hunky.
I'm not trying to get in trouble. At least I'm trying to give the best context I can on the things that I can talk about. But
NB, does Josh need to do his alliance mobilization? He better do it. I'll zero him. We're getting a level 18. You better get to level 18.
even I did my alliance mobilization.
Hey yo, you haven't even been
I
online in
still
3
have to do
days.
Somebody kicked me, so I got cooked.
Sasuke has a good question. Did they mention museum buffs at all, Cortex?
There's more museum buffs coming. They told me that, but I mean, not anything specific.
Gotcha. Cortex and Cortex are confusing me. Yeah, that was confusing me too when Crix was saying Cortex. I was like, what? See the settlement time on refund image. It says 31 days in bottom, so it could be a mini KVK. Good thinking. Thank you for the super chat, Ash. I appreciate you. So, are you talking about over here? Settlement time 31. Is that 31 hours or 31 days?
What? Where are you looking?
I've got the troop speed up and resource return.
Oh.
So 50% resource return, 50% speed up return, 80% troop return. But again, I think this is some beta stuff, and I don't think we can look at like the days of it and all that stuff. I just love.
No, that's
yeah.
be messed up.
Yeah. I love the fact that you see all these hats here where people's heads, somebody just lifted their phone up to take a photo of it while they were going through the presentation.
Commander assist? I'm looking at the right side of this picture.
Oh.
Brave Souls?
Oh.
Brave Souls is the whole hero.
Oh.
Yeah, this is the new KVK, like short KVK you're looking at.
Okay, cool. Okay, let's go back to this, which is probably NB's favorite thing of all time, and Crix and everybody else. KVK flag presets. Let's go. Alliances can plan out their KVK flag placements in advance. When the conditions are met, flags will automatically be placed. And I think they even said in the developer notes that marches that finish building a flag will automatically go to the next flag build.
Oh, okay. So I can elaborate on this, I guess.
Yes, that would be great.
So, yeah. So basically, you will have a tool, and I spoke to them about this the day before the meetup, because I told them leadership is so it's so draining. Like it really makes it really hard to play the game and to stick with it for a long time because it's such a big time and energy commitment. It's crazy. Now they told me, so I told them we need more tools, right? So they told me they have this planned where basically you can just pre-build flags basically. So you just go to build flags and you just, before the zone opens, and then once you take the pass, those flags will automatically just start building. And once the flag gets completed, the next one will start building and so on.
Ooh.
So it'll automatically place the flags for you. So you just pre-plan everything. So you don't, the execution, I guess, is gone from flag building. At least for the opening. And yeah, I guess you only have to intervene if you get blocked or something on a flag, but yeah.
I see you, NB.
At least it should make a lot less.
Go ahead.
At least it should make it a lot less effort, and you should need a lot less builders, right? If you're building from multiple shells, you won't need R4s everywhere to constantly be dropping flags in every shell and whatever, because it'll do itself, basically.
Well, I think PTI's got a good question. What do you do about nodes popping up? Yeah, I think you can they can figure that out. Just the concept in general is a really good concept. And I think even developer,
I might be wrong.
The developer notes, they said something, Cortex, about, you can designate building marches, and the minute they get done building, they go to the next flag, all by themselves.
And from what I understood, you select the square where you want the flag, not the actual placement of the flag. And it's gonna find the nearest available position for that same square. So even if a node pops up exactly where you put it, it should still be fine. As long as you can flag that square still.
I love it. NB says, thank you, Cortex. Thank you for that. NB is one of those guys that might have been hanging on by a thread. Hell, Crix would still be in leadership if he had this stuff. Can you imagine how easy that is, Crix, in Zone 4? You just map it all out. I'm done.
Oh, he's in chat. Mad Phantom.
MP?
My guy. Yeah.
Oh, Cortex, you're still alive? Oh, give me an MP story. What did you guys do? Did you guys go eat or anything?
We had lunch before we went to the venue today, and then breakfast, I guess it was, and then the days prior, this guy has not been letting me pay anywhere. He's been taking me to dinner, to lunch, whatever, and he's feeding me so much. I'm completely bloated. I feel so heavy, and he's just giving me so much food, and he's not letting me pay for anything. So
that's pretty awesome. Mad Phantom, that's massive hospitality, bro. Kudos to you, man. Habibi. That's awesome. That is so cool. These guys. I mean, but them going to Dubai and going to the UAE is really cool, I think. Because, I mean, how often can those guys get to the States or get all the way up to Germany or get to some of these meetups, and you kind of come to their backyard and, I mean, they're going to be as hospitable as you can be. I mean, and I think that's so
this
cool.
Guy.
Lies.
No lies.
And he's like, hey, consider that my membership gifting for your stream for the next couple of months. You're good, bud. That's awesome.
Yeah, he's also saying that's correct. The flag placement and the marches get locked to auto move. Yeah, so you basically from whatever accounts, it can be farms, whatever, you select you want to join this flag line that's going to start when the pass opens with the troops, and then they automatically just go to the next flag as the flags build.
And you can build flags really fast, especially if you space out 50K marches, you have,
you can fully automate it.
You got 40 different accounts running 50K marches, and you automate all that stuff, and you immediately go. Yeah, I like that. It also it's going to make pass openings, which are already important, but it's going to make it even more important because the second you take the pass, that flag gets dropped. And sometimes that flag is blocking the enemy's flag, right? And so in jump points and things like that.
Yeah.
I love it. Massive quality of life. It's going to keep people in leadership more. NB just got another couple of years tacked onto his leadership roles. GG.
His contract got extended.
The shortened season. Now they said 20% short. So we have, let's see, we have KVKs.
Yeah, they're shortening Chronicle timers, pass opening timers, pre-KVK timers, matchmaking timer. Basically, all the waiting aspects they're trying to shorten. Which I think is good because there's too much waiting in KVKs. Before KVKs, during KVKs, between passes, there's just a lot of waiting.
And you would think that to coincide with a shorter KVK schedule, you adjust the Crystal Tech, right? That would have to be done. Josh also wanted to say here, Cortex, he's glad you enjoyed your time. So that was very nice. Thank you, Josh.
Thank you, Josh. That's nice of you.
36 days,
also,
most likely.
Another thing I want to say, which I actually asked if I'm allowed to say. They didn't mention it in the meetup, but I'm allowed to say. No more goddamn Alliance Arrow Towers. We're never going to see them again. They're gone. They're not going to TP us out anymore. They're not going to be there. Bro, that was like one of my top questions. I was like, those goddamn Alliance Arrow Towers need to go. I literally refuse to play any KVK mode with those things in it because they're so obnoxious. TP space is already annoying enough from before, but they told me no more Alliance Arrow Towers. So
I think
for that.
having the mechanic of literally putting a tank city there and just keep going back and forth, that's just so taxing. Although, I dropped one arrow tower.
It's just stupid. It's just stupid. That's all it is. It's stupid.
I'm still taking credit for the greatest arrow tower ever dropped of all time. 40 cities.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that shouldn't be possible. That's what.
It should be possible. It should, right on the corner of the top right of that King's Land. And it just sprayed everybody out of there. It is just like, oh gosh, this should not be doing it.
TP space is already so annoying, man. Why do we need to do
arrow towers? It's so hard to. You switch alliances, you're getting hit by your own arrow tower. I mean, it's just so tedious and hard. And there is a strategic mechanism to it, as Crix is now going to tell you.
Well, I think part of it was that idea came out when Garrison was a lot stronger in the game. And it was harder to break through. Whereas now, I mean, there just isn't Garrison at all, basically, in the game.
I still always hated them. Doesn't change my mind.
You want to make Garrisons harder? You let flags be either 2.5 or 3 million troops. No. That would make it harder.
No. You should never, ever do that.
Would just like that.
No,
that would totally change the Swarm game.
Well, you just can't swarm. You would just trade so bad.
No, what they're changing is the correct way to do it.
Okay.
With
they
the
just need to lower damage.
Yeah.
I suggested also, which they told me they're gonna look into, and they hadn't thought about like doing it this way. I told them to maybe look into increasing base defense and base health stats of the troop types, right? Like of just troops. Increase just base stats, like base defense, base health. That's a very simple way to do it, where you just make everything tankier, and in turn everything's gonna do less damage, right? Because everything else is tankier.
Well, it would.
They told me it's gonna it's a long process to look into base stats because it like affects a lot of things, right?
A lot.
Like base stats affect like a lot of things. So it's like a long process, but they agreed with me that it's like the best way to do it because it's a very controllable way to do it, right? Where they can tune those base stats to exactly where they want it to be. They would just have to look at it not screwing over everything else and adjust anything else that would be affected as needed, right?
Well, I think part of the biggest inherent value out of kind of making things tankier where stuff's not just getting melted in the field nonstop is that it's going to make Kingsland last longer. It's going to make zone fights last longer. It's going to give people.
And you know why this back and forth has become the thing, right? Because
you just get cooked.
Before you could actually fight without, like, you could hit a target for a bit without just dying because you get targeted for 2 seconds and you're just dead. Like, that's why this back and forth BS has started as well, because there's so much damage. If you just stick on someone and you just let them hit you back, and the rest of their alliance hit you back, you just die.
Well, what about the? You get a good question brought up by Dane here. You get 40% all damage in KVK. Why not just ramp that down a little?
Yeah,
bit? Make that 20%.
No, they should. I about that too. They should. They really should. They said they're looking into it, and they really want to reduce the damage in the game, and they told me they really want to do that. So I think they're going to do what they can to make the damage generally lower.
Is even the Crusade on the KVK map now? Is that what that's showing?
I have.
Yes. I think so.
That's
I think Evo, a part of Evo at least will be in Zone 4.
So MP was saying about 36 days now instead of 55 or something, or 54 days. 36 days, much more attainable. I mean, you're fighting quick, you're fighting for a while, and then you're closing it down much quicker. We talked about Keener Blades. I'm in Keener Blades right now. The Kingsland opens 9 days before KVK ends. Like, it is very, very long. It's like a whole nother week than other KVK's Kingslands. And so, I mean, that's a long season to fight because there's many zones, there's many, ruins you got to fight for. I mean, it's pretty crazy how they set up Keener Blades.
Sure, they thought of this, but are they buffing, like, resource nodes on the map? Like, not the ones you gather, but the Alliance ones? Because,
Alliance resource.
Like, if things are faster, you're not going to have storehouse.
That's true. I don't know, actually. I don't know. But I assume they've thought about it.
Another thing that now that we're kind of talking here, another thing I think I would have asked is, like, if you place an alliance pit, the minute your territory vanishes, that alliance pit vanishes too.
No, Chad just doesn't want any cooking allowed in territory.
I think it's all right.
I wouldn't take away your joy, Crix.
I think that's all right, to be honest. I think it's just a creative way of manipulating territory.
Oh, Just Tony, thank you so much for joining the 300 Club. Let's go. Golly, guy, we're at 236 likes. Let me spend some money here. You guys get to 250 and let's go. Cortex is giving away stuff. We got Santa Cortex in here. We're giving away memberships. Tony's joining the 300 Club. Tony, make sure your YouTube account is connected to your Discord so you can get into our chat in there. That's awesome. 55 days for KVK was nice when you had to take the enemy RCF for a coin. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I told them bring back Zone 4 invasions in the newer maps, man.
Man, Zone 4 invasions used to be so much fun, though. They were awesome.
It's just that, people quit, and it's like...
Oh.
It doesn't change the KVK, right, in any way, in terms of who's winning or losing, but it just makes the losers, like, more likely to quit because they get zeroed, so it's like... I get why they don't let it happen. It's a lot of fun, though. But...
Oh, let's go, Justin. Thank you so much. Or, I'm sorry, Tony. Just Tony.
Yeah, what Denki said is true as well. A large part is because the controlling marches is super easy now. Everyone, PC and mobile, can micro super easy. That wasn't the case back in the day. That's also true. Like, on top of the damage being insane, there's so many controls now to really control your march. If you don't, everyone else will, and you will just get wrecked.
Yep, 100%.
Which I honestly think, like, for a gameplay experience, it would be better if they removed dot mod completely and just made you play Zubindid. For, like, making it more, like, I don't know, more fun to play. Like, yes, everyone would be fighting worse, but I think that's a more fun game to play, with everyone fighting slightly worse.
Well,
and not everyone
is
just
it
being
a
able to
mobile
zoom out
game or is it a
upload.
PC game to, like, you know what I mean? I don't know.
And bring back drag and drop. Remove the tap. Just bring back drag and drop. Zoomed in. No dot mode.
Oh no.
Yeah, just make people actually have to fight again. Make it like more difficult to fight again. They made it so easy that like it's really hard to be a bad fighter today. Because it's really, really easy.
Cortex just burnt down the kitchen. With that one.
No. But like I get it. Like people like to play and like it makes it more accessible to more players. But I think genuinely it would be a more fun game if the controls weren't as optimized as they are.
Let's see. I think Sasuke. Oh, Moles had a good question here. Chadski's buying memberships for everybody. Cortex giving away gems. What does Crix gift? He's gifting us with his knowledge and presence, bro. Oh, God.
I'm just here to grief. I'm not here to give anything.
Oh, it's good stuff. It's good stuff. You try to attack March?
No, I get it.
Yep.
A lot of people like dot mode because it makes it very easy to play. That's what I'm saying. Like, if I was making decisions, I wouldn't remove it. But personally, I think it would be more fun playing the game if there was no dot mode. Because, I mean, it's really hard to back and forth if you're playing zoomed in with drag and drop and no right click, right? Or like quick command. But I get why they won't do it, and I wouldn't do it either. I wouldn't remove it. I'm just saying, I think personally for me, it would probably be more fun playing the game.
I'm over here chaining now. If you guys enjoyed the stream, throw a like on here. We're getting to 250. Oh, gosh. This stupid thing ran away from me.
Oh, are they getting rid of chaining yet, Cortex, or no?
Huh?
Are they getting rid of chaining?
I should have.
Why do you don't even do chaining? Are you just trying to grief all of us?
Yeah. Bro,
Yeah.
What am I watching, man?
Oh, this guy.
Oh,
Needs to be a
God.
10-second cooldown from when you go in a city to when you can leave the city again for those Lucha MFs. Honestly, there does. There needs to be a cooldown from when you leave your city until you can go back inside. 100%.
Oh,
those
gosh.
Luchas need to be just taken out.
Oh. Boys, I gotta get out of here.
Imagine people don't read the patch notes and run their Lucha out and just get cooked because they can't go back inside. They're like, oh, we lost field, time to poke, and then they go out.
This guy.
They just can't go back inside. That would be so good.
Josh teleporting on my face over here. Oh, gosh.
I guess the issue is like reinforcing flags in other cities, right? Because you can't really like cool down that. Well, you could cool down reinforce, like going back into your own city or reinforcing other cities, right? Like, okay, flags. If you have an empty flag, sure, you can go poke out of that. But, and like resource nodes, whatever. But I guess if they make it so you can't go into like allied cities or your own city for a few seconds after you leave your city, that would probably fix a lot.
It would. It would. Okay, so in review, we went through the commander skills. Hold on. Let me pull this up. We talked about the new commanders. Here is our infantry field commander, Smite, AoE, craziness. We talked about the new Garrison. So we have a Chinese and a Japanese commander. And we've got some things to cook on with the Garrison. Of course, Crix is going to be skeptical, but he was skeptical of Gorgo at first. So from there...
I don't remember that.
You were like, she's going to be amazing. We went through other updates, KVK ratings, Supreme Strife, a very short KVK. We went through some Alliance gameplay stuff that they have. Also, the power and visualization for the different attributes of your kingdom we talked about. The Crystal Tech is going to change, which is we all think is really, really good. That's a W for everybody. The flag presets, crazy good. The duration of actual KVKs we went through. We went through kind of some reimbursements on your resources, speed ups, and troops when it comes to that one type of KVK. Plus, Cortex has given us a ton of more information when it comes to this. If you missed some of that, you can go back and watch the stream And then, of course, when Cortex finally gets back home to where he's at, he's going to have some streams and videos. I'm sure that we'll all go support and hang out with them. Robert the Bruce win? Oh, I don't know. Cortex, you need to go to bed, bro.
Okay.
What is it, 2 a.m.? You might have an itinerary for breakfast at 8 a.m., bro.
Yeah, you got places you gotta be up.
But listen, Cortex, I think I can speak on behalf of the entire community and all of the people that, we brought together with the streaming stuff we're doing and everything. I think it's really cool that you get a chance to go do this and not just do it from a sense that you love playing the game, but do it from a sense of, this is what you're doing for a living, and it's really kind of cool to see you do it. And man, I think everybody, I speak for everybody when we say we're all pretty proud of you. That's really cool, man.
I appreciate that, and I appreciate everyone's support. It's been amazing. So, yeah, thank you to everyone, and I'll be back in a few days here.
A couple of days,
cooking again.
You'll be back after some jet lag.
I still got 5 days.
You got 5 days there?
Oh, 4 days. 4 days.
Bro, you got to do some streaming. You got to do something. Do what Tekka did. Just take your phone and start hammering.
Oh no, I wanna enjoy it. I'm not gonna enjoy it if I run around with a camera and all this stuff.
Oh, it's good. Crix, thanks so much for hanging out, buddy. We'll get to cooking more, bro, when we see some of this stuff. Somebody might just talk me into just converting everything to Pincer just for the testing stream. Oh god.
Somebody might? Who's the somebody? Yourself?
Yeah, myself and Moles was kind of prodding me to do that. Like, go ahead, yeah, Chad, go ahead, do that. I wonder who's streaming now. If Akina is, I need to send it over to him. Let's find out, fam. Oh, I don't have anybody. What is going on here? Let's see. Anybody? We literally have nobody streaming right now. Yeah, can't send you anywhere. NB, Cortex, do some videos about the update. Thank you for the info. Enjoy yourself. Thank you, NB, for the super chat.
I appreciate it.
That's big time. Sasuke, you already have you doing that? Yes, do it. Test for us. Yes, Moles. We'll figure it out one way or another. Appreciate everybody. Everybody enjoy your Saturday. Crix and Cortex, thank you guys. And we will see you next time.